this world.
For real, for real.
Such amazing time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you want me to zoom it in for you, by the way?
Well, let's strategize. Amazing. I'll send you a few links. You can use it for visual aid in your video.
What do you mean?
So the first link is linked to the pet mod with all the new megas. It lists the mega abilities. I reckon that'll be good visual aid.
That moment when they banned Mega Blastoise instead of just fucking making it not have Shell Smash.
I know, right?
Imagine.
I'm guessing complex band's too difficult for them somehow.
Yeah, I think that's only a draft thing. I don't think they do complex bands really anymore. Because I remember they tried fucking around with them in like Gen 5, but it just kind of didn't help ever. So I think they just kind of gave up on them.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's also why Basculegion is like an Uber, because they didn't want to ban Last Respects.
Sorry, okay, yeah, great.
What's for Din?
What's for Din? Oh, poor baby.
Have it roll in the fridge. You can just eat that again.
That's for you.
No, you can.
I don't want it again.
I already ate dinner.
I don't want it again. I've eaten it twice now.
Well, I don't know. Make yourself a sandwich. You got the turkey and ham and everything, right?
Wait, this is the outdated one, isn't it? Yeah, this one's outdated.
Yes. Well, this is the one that we're using for the draft league, so I thought it might be good reference.
I'll order myself some food.
Okay. Well, I thought this draft of abilities are somewhat sensible because at one point after this, they gave Chesnaught Grassy Surge.
Yeah, they
and I was like,
they buffed grass that thing, but then they also nerfed a couple other things like Galissa Pod Lost Regenerator, for example.
Oh yeah, no, that's big. That's big.
Yeah, they I mean, don't get me wrong, the ability they gave it is just filter, so it's still like alright, but like, you know, sure, you lost your quad weakness to fire, but also you lost your regenerator, so at what cost, right?
They also took away Heatran's Earth Eater, and I think that was filtered too. Yeah,
I think so too. Yeah. And it's like that's still a good ability, but like
it's a great ability. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, it's still really good, but it's just like well.
It face tanked the freaking Ogerpon Pikachu. I tried calcing it. I was befuddled. Okay. All right.
Hang on. So are we just going based off design, or are we also doing other shit?
I guess we're doing I guess we're also going into competitive viability, sort of. But you can talk about the design too. I guess we can talk about the design as well. Yeah, sure. And I guess you can use the Staraptor Showdown to showcase the base stat. It might be just as easy that way.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay. All right. Well, I am really ready to go whenever you are.
All right. By the way, I've been recording for the last like 5 minutes.
Oh dear God. The dinner incident shall be referenced in history book for the next decade or so.
What's that, sorry?
The dinner incident.
The dinner incident. Hey, you remember that one time at band camp?
Remember that one time when there's cabbage roll in the fridge, but there's no dinner somehow?
You remember that one time at band camp?
Band camp? What band camp?
Oh, you don't get the... No, he doesn't get it.
What band camp? Am I too old / too young to get this?
I think you're actually perfectly aged to get it. You just don't, anyway.
Oh dear God, that's a shame.
Fuck. One time at band camp. American Pie, 1999. There we go.
I have never watched American Pie.
It's pretty funny. But yeah.
Sure. Okay. Hold on. I am downstairs. I'm trying to connect to the TV as a second monitor. It might make my life a bit easier, but it also might kill my PC. So let's see which one happens first. Never mind, my TV decided to go fuck itself.
Correct. Alright. Hang on. I need to get the fucking Staraptor Showdown link on my PC because I only ever use it on my laptop and I can't Google it because it's not a real website, kinda.
I can give you the link, my dude.
Yeah, I'm just looking for it in RCL now.
Literally find any replay. Actually, no, the replay point to...
Yeah, the replays go to a separate site.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how it works.
Prep doc. There it is.
Oh, wait, no, the replays does show Staraptor Showdown. That's fine. But it doesn't take you to the team builder, which is all you need.
It's fine.
Yeah, You'll be alright. She'll be alright. Oh god. Okay. I'm gonna be staying at a maze in Melbourne, so for gift, I brought a guy a pair of pretty good cigar cutters. He doesn't smoke, but it looks pretty sick. And for the lady, I just brought candle. Scented candle.
Ah, yes.
Look,
The true
man.
equality, right? Fuck.
oh yeah, exactly.
Oh,
I don't
Jesus
know,
Christ.
man. I don't know.
I don't know either. Dude.
Woman be hard.
Women are hard. Actually, not really.
Women-
It tend to be
women are
men who are hard.
Really? Oh yeah. No, you know what? That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
I can't tell if you realized I was making a sex joke or if you're just like, actually, what do you even get for a dude who like doesn't drink? Like,
No. It took me a second to get the sex joke.
okay, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I
we're 6 minutes into recording and all we've done is nothing.
fucking fantastic. It's called setup.
For real,
Alright?
for real.
Yeah, setup is so important. Okay. Oh god. Some of these megas, now that we're actually gonna discuss the appearance of them, they fucking look ugly as fuck.
Yeah, there's quite a few that are like not there.
There's
Anyway,
some big-
hang on. Let's intro this shit right now. All right,
Okay.
are you ready? Are you ready?
Yes.
Good day, everybody. Welcome back to Pokemon shit talk. I don't know, man. I didn't think this far ahead. Today,
We're doing a rank, we're doing a tier list, we are giving in to the slop.
yeah, we're making tier list of all the new Mega Pokemon in PLZA. Are we like, 4 months late to this? Maybe. Do I give a shit? No.
Technically, we're not late because Mega Garchomp Z just got officially released in game a few days ago.
Okay, true, but like the rest of the Megas all came out months ago.
I don't want to hear about it.
Anyway, as you can hear, we're joined by a good Sir Davis.
Hello, I have tea. Sit down, lads. This is gonna be a good one.
I got water, but I can bust out the vodka if it gets required by the end of this video.
Oh no.
Do a shot for every Pokemon ranked.
Just pay your parking ticket, please.
I already paid my parking ticket. Don't worry about it. Motherfucker.
Okay.
Alright.
That's a lot of niggas.
Yeah, there's a bunch in that one. Like, they actually did really good. There's like 100 megas now or some shit like that. I'm so here for it.
We have officially reached that stage of the game where you load into a game on Showdown, you look at the team preview, you have no idea which one's the Mega Pokemon.
Yeah, because all 5 out of 6 of them are capable mega forms.
You can legitimately run an OU team where all 6 Pokemon could Mega, and they could all make sense.
Yeah.
Well, minus 1, we're about to go into it pretty soon, I can see it's very high up on the list.
Alright, anyway, starting us off, because we're going in order of what was put in, we got
Jeez.
X-Chew. And I can't lie, how do we want to do this? We want to like look at stats first or something?
You can pull up the stat on the Showdown instance and we can look at the stats first. I think that's the most telling.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, but while you do that...
Oh yeah, fucking
Mega
sprites are
Retiring-
still broken. Fuck.
Fantastic.
love
As
it.
you can see, it has 135 attack and 110 speed. The special attack doesn't really have much relevance. And 95 defenses, which is definitely a bump from Greninja form, but it's 60
It's still
HP.
not good.
Yeah, it does
It's still underwhelming.
It is indeed. So obviously we have the X and the Y Mega, and we have seen that in Charizard and Mewtwo previously. X is the physical attack form, Y is usually the special attack form.
Yeah. My issue here with the Raichu is, for at least at this point, Generation 9, 135 attack, 110 speed is like, fuck all.
It is not fantastic.
Like, for
anymore.
a Mega, this is gonna be like an NU or NUBL type Mega, I feel.
Yeah, and Pikachu has a very colorful special move pool, but physical wise,
Yeah, it's
stronger
got
move than
fucking
Volt
Wild
Tackle.
Charge. Oh yeah, Volt
Well,
Tackle.
Volt
That's,
Tackle.
that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
Which you will take one kill and then take you down. Take you
Yeah.
down to about 30%
It does
HP.
have a couple other things like Brick Break and Play Rough. But that's
Yeah,
kind of the extent of it. Brick Break and Play Rough.
correct. And you don't have a physical setup move. So in competitive single and probably in double two, I don't think this thing will be
Yeah.
too relevant. There's better candidate if you want to do a earthquake combo next to a ground immune electric type, there's Zapdos, the Thunderous forms, many others.
Yeah. The thing is, so I don't know if this will be implemented in the real games. Probably not. But something I'm going to note here. While you're right, it does have Levitate, which gives it, we all know how good fucking Gengar was with Levitate to the point that they actually had to fucking nerf the thing after, 8 generations. Or 7? I think it was 8. I don't know. It doesn't matter.
Gen 7 removed. Yeah, a Curse Body was Gen 7.
Okay, then 7 generations. So, like 25... Gen 7 was 2016. Okay, so 20 years of Pokemon before they nerfed that man. And kind of killed it a little bit, low-key, but it's fine. Anyway, Levitate's a fantastic ability, especially on a Pokemon that is weak to it. This Pokemon has no weaknesses, but as we know from our good friend Eelektross, having no weaknesses doesn't make you good.
It doesn't automatically make you good, yeah.
And when your stats are, like, let's look at Ogerpon, for example. Right, base Ogerpon without its masks. Why did I go to fucking Bubblepedia?
Fantastic. Good. Very good at that.
Base Ogerpon is basically just as good, and as everyone knows, base Ogerpon is not that good. It's the masks that make it good, right? Base is just kind of mediocre as fuck.
The base form, it has niches.
But
running the
those
choice
niches
and
aren't offensive
harassment.
ones, are they?
Well, no, yeah, well, in OU, it usually runs a choice band set and it's just spamming, getting that speed boost and just go ham. They usually want to do that. But Ogerpon actually has a lot of defensive utilities, as weird as it sounds. Even
Yeah.
the base form, actually.
Base form,
that
I'm
HP
aware
stat
of.
on right, yeah, that base HP stat on Raichu doesn't really work, and even though the power of Volt Tackle is astronomical, you
You'll
are
take
taking
so
your own
much
HP there.
recoil.
Yeah, correct. So you can't run setup, and your breaking power by generation, 10, 9 standard, it is no longer spectacular.
Yeah, it's just I can't think of another Pokemon with 135 attack off the top of my head, but it's just not anything relevant anymore, unfortunately. It's just
I think it's comparable to Electivire, which is really telling
that's a
to be
really this is Electivire, but if you take away all of its coverage and give it one better stab move, right?
yeah, possibly.
And even making it faster doesn't really help because that wasn't Electivire's issues, unfortunately.
No, and this thing has extreme speed, Volt Tackle, it has Volt Switch. It can try to do the whole chip damage thing with Fake Out and stuff, but because the special attack is only 90, its coverage move will not be powerful enough to justify it being essentially a Mega that kills itself very slowly. Well, not
I'll
slowly,
say
very
I don't think it'll
quickly.
be very slowly, to be honest. I'm also going to point out, so in PLZA, they have a thing where whenever you use Volt Tackle, you get +1 attack. I don't know if that's going to make it into the proper games. Probably not. Is it a kind of fire? Maybe, but that just means it kills itself even faster. At best, I think this thing would... I think this thing would get 2 or 3 kills before it just kills itself. And that's assuming it outspeeds everything, right? Which it's not gonna, because 110... isn't that fast? We're at the point in power creep where in fucking Natdex 130 is underwhelming, right?
Right in top of Coco Speed here.
Yeah, you've learned that the hard way, haven't you, mate?
Well, yeah, that's why I dropped the Sneasler to solve my quote-unquote speed tier issue. It's sad.
It's very sad,
Yeah.
but that's just where we're at with the power creep. I'll be honest.
Yeah.
I think this is like D tier. I think this will be like NU Pokemon.
Let us define the tiering first. So for S tier, I think that is Ubers or beyond, for sure. Uber or AG. Yeah, Uber plus. A, I consider that OU staple. B, I think UUBL and UU.
Yeah,
I'll
what is say
consider.
UU?
Yeah, sure, why not? C tier, I think that's RU and below. I will argue RU and below. Yeah.
Are you and below, you think?
Yeah, I think so.
What about
I think
NUBL
so.
and above?
We are getting, well, that's because in the D tier we will consider these megas. Please just don't run them or just run regular form. Plus no.
Just don't.
Just please no.
Just don't.
Yeah. And with this criteria set up, I personally think Raichu X will be a usable mega in roughly the NU tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say if this is the way we're ranking it, then yeah, I'd probably say it's like NU.
Yeah, I don't want to be too harsh to these megas. I am going to be harsh to some of them, don't get me wrong. Like we're getting there. But yeah, as things stands, I think Raichu X has a power level comparable to RU Pokemon back in Generation 6 and 7, where megas were actually released at the time. Yeah, it's comparable in power level to something like
Mega
a Mega
Steelix.
Ampharos, for
yeah.
instance.
It's just faster
Yeah.
Mega Ampharos. That's physical.
Correct, and Ampharos has more defensive utility, being really bulky and has that typing going.
Yeah. Dragon
Yeah,
gives it
so
some nice extra resists.
oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so C tier is something I will consider Raichu X to be. Glass cannon.
Hang on. What if we?
Add an extra T, you thinking? Sure.
Yeah.
F. Okay, D probably just NU and below then. Yeah, if we're going there. Okay,
Yeah.
sure.
And then I'm just gonna make this
change
R.
the. Yeah, can you capitalize the second U and the NU?
Yeah, I was
You
gonna
are
say.
killing
Don't
my
worry, I was
spirit.
planning to because that was annoying me as well. And we'll make you
Yep.
green. I don't. Oh wait, that's a. It's fine, man.
Okay.
It's fine.
Oh, I like teal. Why are you making teal F? No, that's fine. That's fine. I'm okay with it. It doesn't hurt my soul that much.
Anyway, yeah, it's definitely NU Pokemon. I think. I think in NU it'll be like mostly fine, but I feel like it's not good. Yeah.
At least it's an upgrade over the original, and it has a role that is not easily replicated by other Pokemon because physical electric attackers are kind of rare.
Yeah, I could definitely see it being a good break cut in the tier, but that's kind of it.
Yeah, I'm happy with where this is.
All right, now we got Raichu. Okay, now Raichu.
Good.
Now Raichu, he's got that sexy 130 special attack and 160 special attack and 130 speed. I'm kind of here for
Yep.
Raichu though. Raichu is my homie.
Oh, I am. Absolutely.
I'll also point out in the mod we are using, we've got it having Transistor, which I think is a very, very scary ability for a Pokemon with 160. Like, we all know Regieleki, right? Man has a 100 base special attack, and as long as you don't meet a ground type, you're probably going to be fine. Now imagine that, but like, 70% stronger. That's what
Yep.
and honestly, 200 is obviously faster, but 130 is about all you need in a non...
For sure.
higher tier capability.
Yeah. And for context, for those who haven't suffered through Sword and Shield VGC scene, Regieleki at the time, who was the first Pokemon to get the ability Transistor, in Generation 8, that ability boosts your when you are using an electric attack, your attacking stat is boosted by 1.5 times.
It's basically
So-
a free choice band or choice specs with X for electric moves only and also no
Correct.
locking in.
Correct.
It
The
did
thing
get-
was so strong, it became a Dynamax attacker.
Yeah, it did get nerfed down to 30% though, right?
It did. Transistor was nerfed down to 1.3 times.
Yeah, so
The
now it's
matching
only
Dragon's
a free
more.
life orb, right? It's only a free life orb. Whatever will we do?
Yeah. This thing with Thunderbolt or just Volt Switch will be chunking most things for more than 50%. It's a 2 KO machine.
Yeah.
Or if you can get up a nasty plot, it will be taking down things very easily.
For sure.
And it has a lot of coverage moves.
Oh yeah, its coverage is like insane for anything you really need. As we said before, it's got nasty plot, but then in terms of its special move pool, it's got Surf, Dazzling Gleam,
Grassnod,
Grass
Alluring
Knot,
Voice.
Alluring
Focus
Voice. I feel like it had some other things, but I might be misremembering. But honestly, How do you deal with a electric type? You use your ground type. Not if he's got Nasty Plot and Surf. What do you do then, huh? What do you fucking do then? You don't. You cry.
This is where someone would spew some propaganda about Lantern being a top tier counter to Raichu Y, but this is where we tell him don't.
I don't know
But
what
no,
you're talking
generally-
about.
It
But yeah, this thing is
Yeah.
like actually kind of fucking cracked.
is cracked. I would say if the power level stays about the same with current Gen OU, well, Gen 9 OU, this thing could be OU contender.
Agreed.
But we're only placing it in a. Personally, I would place it in a lower A tier placement because
Yeah.
of some other megas that will make an appearance down the line,
Yeah, no, I think
which
that's
may
very
or may
reasonable.
not completely outcast this thing.
Yeah, I think that's very reasonable. But like, I'm also gonna. I wanna just do a calc real quick. All right.
Yes, the punching bag.
Yeah, I wanna show off our punching bag here. All right.
A quicker way to do it might be just to pull up a regular Raichu set, but change the form to Raichu Y so you can
Yeah,
get the
that's-
appropriate damage.
That is
We can do that later.
a
Yeah,
great idea. But we've got
this
a
is
90% chance to 2-hit KO Max Special Mew.
And that's not okay.
That is not okay. Excuse me. What do you mean? And that's okay. Remember, you set up Nasty Plot, and you just kind of you set up Stealth Rocks, you set up Nasty Plot, and oops, what's this? You're dead. This is Max Special Attack Mew. This is not okay.
This thing has the ability to feast on any flying type that is not Landorus or Gliscor.
Yeah.
But yeah, even those two will have to be somewhat wary because of the surf coverage.
Yeah. It's just like I genuinely think. Okay, realistically, I have a weird feeling it might be get languished to UU or maybe even UUBL just because of how metagames work. But I think in terms of raw power and potential, I definitely think it's an OU potential.
Yeah, A tier for sure. But later down the line, we will see why this thing gets generally pushed down to the tiering position really
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it definitely could be thrown down to UU or even I could see it getting banned from UU to be honest. I see the potential in this thing.
Mhm.
All right, next up we've got Mega Clefable.
I have strong opinion about this one.
Did they change it? Do you know since its last ability?
What do you mean? Oh, ability-wise?
Yeah.
I am not certain.
Okay. Well, we're gonna work off what we are running in our league, which is
Yeah.
the Serene Grace version, which kind of,
Yeah.
in a weird way, makes this thing just like a slightly better Togekiss. Like,
Yeah, I was gonna mention that. Can we pull up the stats side by side? It is not a better Togekiss. It's literally a side grade.
hang on. Clefable is a bit. It's stronger and tankier.
It's
And
not even
slower.
strictly tankier.
95,
look at the
93,
stats, bro.
110. Nah, come on, mate. It's bulkier. the 5 more Spadef is overtaken by the 10 more HP, and you know that. Don't you fuck with me. You know that.
No. It is comparable stat spread.
Okay, comparable,
It
yeah.
really is.
But it's 15
really
special
is.
attack. It's 10 HP, 15 special attack, and minus 10 speed is basically the
Okay.
difference.
And now we need to arrive at the problem of opportunity cost.
It's not
Why
worth the
run
Mega
Mega
Slot.
Clefable when you can run regular Clefable or just a Togekiss?
Yeah, I was gonna say it's not worth the Mega Slot. It just isn't.
Correct. And regular Clefable having no electric or rock or ice weakness makes it better.
Yeah, it losing like that's the thing, right? Clefable's not a fantastic Pokemon via stats, but the thing that makes it good is its abilities, right? Magic Guard and Unaware, depending on what you needed to do, makes it who
Yep.
it is, basically, right?
And the move pool.
And it's stupid move pool, yeah. But then by Mega Evolving, you kind of force it into a weird offensive role, and you make yourself weak to hazards. It kind of feels like what was it Slowbro, where it just kind of, not that Mega Slowbro was bad, it just didn't do what Slowbro did, and that made it kind of worse.
Oh, Mega Slowbro, I will consider Mega Slowbro a bit different because it does fulfill a very specific niche in Ubers in Gen 6, being a crit me not setup sweeper. But in Clefable, sorry, not in Clefable. Actually, no, yeah, in Mega Clefable's case, its function is entirely replaced by an existing Pokemon. It is not even that much better than that existing Pokemon. And not only you need to waste a Mega slot on this thing, compared to regular Clefable who can run lefty on the unaware, sorry, lefty on the Magikarp set or boost on the unaware set, it's just worse.
Yeah.
I genuinely think this is a downgrade. If they are keeping the flying typing, this is a downgrade.
Okay. This is a weird thing. Well, actually, I'm trying to decide where do I think it's a downgrade because it's you wasting a mega slot for not much in return, or do I think it's a downgrade because it's losing its abilities?
I think it's definitely both. Like, if you
Yeah.
think about it, Clefable is a war. You're switching this into something.
That's the
I don't
thing,
know,
right? You're
say-
changing its entire role. You're changing it from that tanky support role into an offensive capability piece. And unfortunately,
You're
as we were
70
saying before,
feet. 70 feet.
that's exactly what I was going to say. It doesn't exactly scream high bulk. Its offenses are good, but not earth-shattering.
Yeah, and if you run offensive Clefable, just run a Life Orb on the Magikarp set.
Yeah, is that actually stronger? It actually might be stronger, right?
I don't think it'll be stronger, but it's definitely comparable.
I mean, 317 special attack times by 1.3 is actually that's stronger.
Oh.
It is stronger, yeah. If you want offensive Clefable, just run Life Orb. Don't use fucking Mega, yeah.
Yeah, mathematically speaking, Life Orb works better for Pokemon with high base power attacks. And Clefable fits that bill. Moonblast is very strong, Flamethrower, Fire Blast, Thunderbolt, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, Life Orb Life Orb Clefable is just a better Mega Clefable,
Yeah, genuinely.
in my humble opinion.
I think you're right. Honestly, I'm trying to decide whether this thing is like RU or NU or... Because do you know what Clefable is currently?
Currently, it's OU. It has never dipped below OU ever since getting that fairy typing.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, the thing is, I think the Mega itself will see 0 usage. Because you can't drop it down into the lower tiers without, like...
Correct. This is a Mega Garchomp situation where it's OU by technicality.
Yeah, so I think we're going to put this in the just don't.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would
Because you'll never use it in as, like, that role, right? It truly is a Mega Garchomp situation where because Garchomp is better, it can't have a career in lower tiers.
It's sad, but
Yeah.
it's true.
Alright, next up we got our boy, Victreebell. I can't lie, I fucking love this guy's design, but unfortunately, Triage, that ain't doing it for him. I'm sorry, but I think Victreebell is gonna suck.
At one point, this thing's ability was Corrosion, which is equally underwhelming in my opinion.
Yeah. The only... Like, the stats are, like, fine, I guess. 125, 135. But honestly, without it... If it keeps Chlorophyll, this thing might be a nightmare. Like, might be really good. But if it doesn't keep Chlorophyll, I think this thing's gonna be ass, dude. Like, I can't even...
There are better Chlorophyll Pokemon out there, that's the thing. It's not even that fast as a Chlorophyll Pokemon.
70 is all it really needs to be, right? It's just gonna be
Well, no.
stronger Venusaur, right?
Okay, when you're thinking Chlorophyll Pokemon with that particular typing, there's Venusaur, who's faster,
And weaker.
not strong. Yeah, it's,
But
it's
also,
weaker.
it is, while it is stronger, it's also not, sorry, while it is faster, it's also not that much faster, like, I don't think,
Correct.
I think the 70 is all, I think that's fast enough as a Chlorophyll Pokemon.
Maybe, but again, we haven't given it Chlorophyll for the time being.
Yeah.
And
that's
its move pool, I would consider it inferior to Venusaur's because I don't believe
it
this
doesn't
thing
have
gets
Earth Power.
ground coverage.
Yeah, it doesn't get Earth Power.
Or Earthquake, which Venusaur
Yeah.
gets. It doesn't even get Weather Ball if I recall
Man, I
correctly.
can't, it might, I think it does in Nat Dex, I don't think it does in this, though.
Yeah, you need the Weather Ball.
Yeah.
For the fire coverage.
Yeah,
Oh,
it
okay, it does
does.
get Weather Ball. No. Venusaur with Life Orb is probably stronger.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
Also,
and
does this thing get growth? It does,
It
okay.
should. Good. Yeah.
Anyway.
So-
yeah,
yeah.
I can't lie. I think this thing's gonna be ass. Like with
Yeah,
chlorophyll, it's
I
gonna be
have to-
like okay, but without it, like what is triage really doing? Okay, you're yes, you get priority on your healing moves. That your Giga Drain is now fast, but like, who fucking cares?
Yeah, no, that's definitely fair. Its
It-
defensive stat doesn't really make it a good enough war either.
No, 80, 85, 95. While not bad by any means, it's not great either, right?
Yeah, Mega Venus will make it work because it has the thick fat ability, taking away the fire and ice resist. It doesn't get to do that.
Yeah, it doesn't get to ignore weaknesses. Oh, you all sorry guys. You also get priority leech life. Woohoo!
That's huge, actually. Fantastic revelation.
Does that make it? Hang on, strength sap though.
I do believe Strand Sap will get a priority.
Okay, look,
The-
this thing.
Okay.
Okay, hang on. Let it cook. Okay, wait a minute.
Okay. No. Look, do you know what else has a fast strength sap, but is arguably some of the worst grass type you can run?
Eldegoss?
No, Eldegoss is slow. Jump Love.
Oh, fuck. Yeah. It's true. This is true. Yeah.
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 Look, I don't see a reason why this thing will be better over Mega Venusaur or regular Venusaur. And in VGC, I don't see a reason for it to be better than regular Venusaur or the new Hisuian Lilligant, who is a far superior chlorophyll sweeper
Yeah.
and support.
I'm trying to decide.
I will-
Does this go in any or
Have
just
to.
don't?
I have to.
I was
I'm
saying-
sorry. It doesn't.
I feel
I
like-
have to.
Yeah, I feel like you just don't like. I
Yeah.
think growth regular Victreebell is arguably better, right?
Yeah, and if you want to rank a strength sap Pokemon,
You have far better
Sinistcha gets
choices.
a really heavy competition.
Yeah.
And God forbid if they give a new status move to Ferrothorn, and then this thing will be truly unemployed.
Please do not let anything. Do not buff that thing in any fucking way. Okay, we got Starmie next. Surely we should just throw it straight into OU, right?
I'm sorry, it's Uber.
You think it's an Uber?
I'm sorry.
It might be.
Okay, let us walk down this Pokemon, yeah?
Sure.
We are fairly certain this thing will have huge power.
Yeah,
with
I think it's been.
100
I think
base.
it's basically confirmed now.
Yeah. So base stat wise, the reason why we believe it has huge power is because the rule for Mega Pokemon is that the base form will gain 100 stat total.
Yep. Where this got 140.
Yep.
So
Yep.
and
who-
for the
what other
other-
Pokemon got this treatment? Mega Marwell and Mega Medicham in Legend ZA. They got a 40 attack boost because that game does not have ability.
yeah.
Yeah. So for all intents and purposes, this thing will have 100 attack with huge power, 130 special attack, and 120 speed. Yeah.
You want? We all know Gyarados, right? Back in ye olden times, it was like the god of OU for like 4 or 5, arguably 6 generations. Yeah. Now imagine that, but if you gave it 50 stat points and everything, and that's what this will feel like.
Mate, forget about that. It has the same attacking stat as Mega Medicham.
Yeah, I mean it is missing the like high jump kick power, but you know what? It's got Wave Crash, so who the fuck cares? Actually,
It's got Wave Crash.
did they hang on?
does
Did
it
they
have
actually give it
Crash?
Wave Crash? I think they stopped it at liquidation.
I can check on Cerebi. So Cerebi has a section that lists the moves a Pokemon learn in Legend ZA. 1 second.
No, it actually doesn't have Wave Crash.
Okay, but it still has.
Yeah,
Flip
still got liquidation, which is honestly more than you fucking need.
Yeah.
But this thing, like, as a mixed attacker, right, you can run Flip Turn, Liquidation as stabs, Zen Headbutt's good enough, and then for, like, utility, well, your team needs Psyshock for some reason, go ahead. Thunder Wave, Bulk Up if you want, Ice Beam, Power Gem, Reflect, I don't know.
Yeah.
Icy Wind in doubles, Zen Headbutt, I already said that. Psychic, Thunderbolt, Whirlpool for something, I'm sure. Flash Cannon, Substitute, Dazzling Gleam, Hydro if you
Yep.
need the dual stabs on both
Triple
sides of the
axle.
bridge.
Triple axle.
Yeah, Triple Axle,
They
we're getting
gave
there, we're
triple
getting there.
axle. Yep.
Also the ever annoying fucking Scold. Like honestly,
Mm.
like what are you gonna do about this thing? Just what are you going to do?
It is weighed down by its 4 moveslot syndrome. It cannot do everything it can do at once.
Well, yeah,
But
Starmie syndrome's always been Starmie syndrome.
Yeah, it has spin, it has recover, it has setup, it has special move, it has
Can't lie.
physical move.
I was so
Yeah.
looking at just like type coverage and other utility, I forgot. Oh yeah, this thing also gets fucking recover and rapid spin, and its defenses are usable. 60, 105, 105. It's 60's not
Yeah.
the best, but like 105 in each stat, like that's more than usable if you want to run it defensive in like draft. I can't
Yeah, it has a
imagine.
thought.
I can't imagine
Yeah.
it using its defenses much in VGC, maybe in Ubers, but I feel like it will be relegated to like RUB, like RU.
Oh, you'll be surprised, I think. In VGC, that defensive stat line is totally workable because
Oh yeah, it's more than
Pokemon
workable.
Pokemon with low HP stat but usable defense tend to be really easy to EV to make it survivable on both sides.
Thunderous looking
Um,
ass.
Yeah, and this thing has a very good matchup against all the meta intimidators we can think of, Incineroar, Landorus, the niche ones like Hitmontop, Arcanine,
Yeah.
Arcanine Hisui. They all get
Arcanine, other
obliterated.
Arcanine.
Yeah,
But yeah, this
obliterated
thing's like
is the
fucking
word.
insane, right? Like, yeah, you're right. This thing's Ubers.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
It's Ubers, and it might even be relevant in VGC, but it will need some help in VGC to support it. It won't be
Yeah.
a centralized resource like Flutter Main, but it will definitely be usable.
Honestly, this thing still beats Flutter, man. What do you mean? It just Aqua Jets and GG.
No. In VGC, it doesn't really work like that because Flutter Main will run a good amount of defense stat or Focus Sash and it outspeeds you.
Yeah, but it'll Shadow Ball I don't think will Oko either, not with 105 Spadef.
I'm pretty sure it will.
You think?
Yep. Change it to
Um,
Megaform and go Flutter Main.
Flutter. Choice Specs is a roll with no bulk. Sorry,
Yeah, and
non
even if you change it to Focus, change it
yeah.
to Focus Sash. I'm sure you can make it live it, but it will require a bit of EV investment. Yeah, you need to change it to huge power. Change its base stat to 100.
Aqua Jet doing 76 to 90. I mean,
Yeah, that's 0 bulk. Yeah.
yeah.
Flutter Main typically EVs to live Urshifu's Surging Strike because it bypasses Focus Sash.
Yeah, that
So
makes
with
sense.
that bulk investment, it can live Aqua Jet itself. That's not a problem.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
only one
but
Aqua
speak-
Jet, right? And if you
Yeah,
EV
speaking of-
defensive.
Fuck, Urshifu completely loses to this thing.
Oh yeah, entirely, right?
Yeah, almost entirely.
Yeah, fucking.
Yeah,
This thing's a fucking monster.
easily Ubers.
This thing's a fucking
Easily
monster.
Ubers. Possibly
Easily
useful.
Ubers. Dude, even in
Yeah, easily
high, so with like the draft and shit, right? With high tiers, right? With like allowing some low Ubers, this thing still didn't make the cut. This thing was too good for high power. Like,
Yeah, so the traffic put together. We allowed things like Naganadel, Giratina, Necrozma, Dong Wayne,
yeah, Fluttermania, Lugia.
even Chien-Pao. Yeah,
But like even with
not a
like,
thing.
yeah, it's like
Not a thing.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
like fuck, dog. Okay.
Yeah,
And
so
it
you
was-
can't give the Pokemon Mega Metacham attack stat that give it 120 speed and
Yeah.
130 special attack.
Like-
That's not okay.
Yeah, it's not okay to allow mixed faster Medicham, right? That's just not okay.
Yep.
And it's honestly
Yeah,
got
even-
this thing is better than Medicham in every way except high jump kick over liquidation, yeah. Because it's stronger on both sides. Well no, sorry, it's weaker physically slightly because of move based damage. But then it's stronger specially, it's faster and it's got more bulk. And arguably a better typing.
Correct. You can even run this thing as a special attacker to catch things off guard, like how
Yeah.
Landorus usually run the special move pool nowadays.
Yeah, this thing's fucking stupid as hell. All right,
Yeah.
onto the biggest fraud in RCL.
Oh yeah. I have personal grudge against this creature, this majestic creature called Mega Dragonite.
I'm gonna put it in you.
I this one's gonna be difficult.
Can you
So,
do you know what Dragonite was
we-
in Gen 8, real quick?
In Gen 8,
Yeah.
it's easily OU.
It's OU in Gen 8?
Yep, heavy
Ah,
duty
damn.
boots made this thing a staple in OU, and even in the past generations because of Z move,
I'll say,
Z fly.
I know in Gen 9 it's really
specifically.
good because of
Yeah.
the Terra ability, but I was just like, I'm not 100%
Oh, you
sure in
mean
Gen
Gen
8.
8?
Okay, maybe
No, in
this
Gen 8
does...
it's HC.
Okay, I feel like this might just go into the don't use just because, like...
It's difficult because this thing, by sheer technicality, it cannot be lower than OU because base form Dragonite, I'm pretty convinced it won't be lower than OU.
Yeah, well,
But
that's
if
what
we
I'm talking
compare
about.
it, I don't know. Okay, so Mega Dragonite becomes a special attacker with base
I
100
say,
speed.
looking
And
at these stats are fucking stupid, man. What the fuck?
Its stats is so convincing that I picked it round 1, and then 4 weeks later I dropped it for Mega Latios.
Yeah.
And can we just for comparison say pull up Mega Latios, this stat, and do a side-by-side comparison? Because I can't believe a day will come where a Latios form has higher attack than Dragonite, and higher speed, and higher special attack. What is this thing doing here?
Yeah, when you see that this thing
Yeah.
stat wise is kind of it's more defensive than Latios, but like not by enough that I really give a fuck.
Not even really.
I say,
Because of the flying typing and the lack of an ability slot, you will be taking rock damage.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like this thing is low key worse than Mega Latios, just like in every regard. The only saving grace for this thing, I think, is the fact that it has Soul Hard. But as we discovered, that's only so helpful. Like it's a terrifying sweeper, but just because of the way it is being so vulnerable to rocks and its general typing, I feel like Dragon Flying is not a very good typing, to be honest.
Flying stab is terrifying, but it has to work with Hurricane,
Yeah, it has
which
to.
doesn't hit when you need it.
Yeah, I was gonna say I can actually see this thing being a really good Reigns VGC mon though.
In VGC, it is possibly pretty good, because it can take advantage of inner focus, in a pre-mega form to evade fake out,
Yeah.
and it can try to be a rain attacker if you so wish. But I think in that role, if you want to put a dragon type on your rain team, our Charlton's gonna compete with that heavily.
That's true, yeah. But I think this thing's better than Archelodon.
I actually wouldn't know about that. So from my personal experience using this thing, the So Hard ability is really convincing on paper, right? And we obviously have to compare it to Magearna, who has the same ability. So Magearna makes that ability pop because its burst damage through Flood Cannon is more consistent. It's not easily resisted, and Meganium already has special attacking boosting option in Calm Mind. So it is easier
Not
for
to
it to
mention
get
the
that
shift
first
gear.
go and snowball. Dragonite has Dragon Dance and Agility. So the most obvious way to work this thing is to run Mother's Agility, right? But that's where the bulk issue comes in, because when you take Stealth Rock, you suddenly can't really take hit anymore. And because you can't boost your special attack and take advantage of your bulk with Roost, you can't really get a snowball going. And that is really apparent when you compare Mega Dragonite with the other Megas available. It just can't compete in the real scenario.
Yeah, I think some of it's. I think okay, this is something from Haikyuu, but I feel like it's really apt here. Actually, I don't think it's from Haikyuu. I think it's just a normal thing, but I remember hearing it in Haikyuu. Anyway, sometimes you need to allow your defense to your defense will allow your offense, right? I feel like that's how it worked with
Yeah.
Magearna, but that doesn't really quite work in the case of Dragonite here. Which is saying something for a Pokemon with defensive stats of 91, 115, and 125, right? But the typing is just not good.
Fantastic, yeah.
The typing isn't good, and having Ice Shard is really unfortunate. And also, the resists that you do have aren't the most useful in the current meta, genuinely.
It's a yeah, and we aren't even arriving at the biggest elephant in the room ever. It is entirely outclassed by Mega Salamence with the same typing, same status. Like because they're both pseudo legendary, in any kind of regulation, they will be allowed and disallowed at the same time. So they always had to compete with Mega Salamence.
Yeah, this thing's losing to Mega
Which
Salamence
has
always.
better damage output, better bulk where it's relevant because it has Intimidate pre-Mega. And yeah, if you get hit by a special attack, Oopgido, you're gonna die to Fairy type either way. Higher speed as well. And Aerial is an amazing ability.
Yeah,
It
Aerial
gives it
gives you the
access to
immediate
spread
power,
damage.
right?
Yep. This thing's so good it can run mixed in VGC return or double edge and hyper voice.
Yeah, I'll say
Which Dragonite can
in Gen 6 like Uber like restricted metagames, this thing was still here where running return, which would nowadays be double edge just because it got removed, but like still it would be running return, hyper voice, Draco, and not Tailwind, but it was coverage then, right?
VGC?
Yeah, in VGC. Like there were
It used to run mono flying. It used to run mono flying. It used to run double edge, hyper voice, tailwind, and protect. And it worked.
Yeah, which I feel like says a lot. Yeah. Anyway, you're right. This thing is just going to don't use, but I am going to put it at the top of don't use because I think it has the most potential.
Yeah, I think if we want to be completely fair power level wise, it will be right at home, maybe even overwhelm UU. So I'm hesitant to put it in F tier. That might be a bit disingenuous. I'll put it in the B tier, but it is also a hard placement to make because going by Smogon's tiering policy, it will be only by technicality. Regular Dragonite will likely not fall off to UU anytime soon.
I think we should still just leave it in don't use.
Yeah, this one's tough.
Cause like with these two, just because they are like these guys aren't complete failures either, or well maybe Victreebell is, but like Clefable's not a complete failure either. But it just will never be recommended in its tier properly, right? Which I think is what this just don't tier is. Don't use is basically
Dragonite,
just
Clefable. Don't run the Mega Snows.
Yeah, it's just you'll rather them not be Mega. Or, honestly, you could argue the same with Victreebell. You'd rather use it non-Mega, right? You'd rather use it on a low-tier Sun team with Chlorophyll Sweep.
Yeah, possibly.
But yeah, I think this just don't is going to end up being, it's not worth the Mega slot or something.
Fair enough. I do not run Mega Stone on this Pokemon. Yeah, I assume. Okay, we can stick to that logic then.
Yeah. Anyway, Meganium.
All right.
I think this is NU.
My boy. No. Back that up.
You're really going to have to sell this thing to me. I'm sorry, Davis.
I'm engaging my mystery merchant mode today.
Alright, hit me. Can you sell to me this Pokemon?
Alright, look at this thing's defensive profile.
80, 115, 115. Pretty solid, yeah. Grass Fairy has a lot of resists. Also 4 times weak to poison, but that's not too relevant generally.
It really isn't that relevant. So look at the resistances. Dragon immunity, right? Okay. Fighting, ground, water, grass, electric, and dark. That's who? That is Great Tusk, completely ward, pretty much. Greninja, completely ward.
Hang on. Greninja will just run Gunk Shot for all the other fairies. What are you talking about?
Let's pretend that that's not the case for a second.
Hell, it'll just run fucking Ice Beam on your ass. What you mean? Don't you ever step.
This thing can eat Ice Beam. Okay. Look, hear me out.
Hearing.
It's an anti-meta typing, Grass and Fairy.
That's reasonable.
We have never had a good Grass and Fairy Pokemon with good defensive profile
Wow,
before. We
really
had
talking
Whimsicott.
shit about my boy Whimsicott? Come on, man.
I love Whimsicott, but it doesn't have the stat to make it work without Prankster.
No, yeah, without Prankster, it wouldn't be used.
Yeah. Okay, let us look at this thing's moveset next. Because it has Earth Power.
Hold on. What's its
Dazzling
ability
Gleam.
again? Flower Veil. Well, that's fucking useless.
Oh, no, it's not. It makes it status immune.
Yeah, but isn't it only in the sun?
No. All the time.
Oh. Fact checking. Trust but
Flower
verifying.
Veil. I am pretty sure. Yeah.
Prevents-
Its stat
Hang
cannot
on.
be lower and it covers
Flower Veil
status.
prevents ally grass type Pokemon stats from being lowered in double and triple battles. So it prevents stat drops, not status.
And status.
Okay,
I'm
we'll
pretty
go
sure.
to
Yeah.
we'll go to Bulbapedia. because I
You,
trust
you're
you.
looking at this in the Scarlet and Violet section. Read the Scarlet and Violet section. Protected from status conditions and lowering of the stats. I know how this ability works because in VGC, Florges had a niche where it is run alongside Ogerpon Half-Flame to make it immune.
You've cut out.
Well, it's a really good ability.
I say
It
you
makes
cut out. I
it
have...
somewhat. No doubt. Trust. This will be the first grass type to gain the flower ability, by the way.
Yeah, I'd say because before it was just Florges and Comfey, which is really
Yep, so
funny that they made multiple fucking fairy types, pure fairy types that arguably should have been grass types.
Yeah, it makes it really confusing for new players looking at this thing and be like, this is not a grass type?
Yeah, for real.
But yeah, because of the ability, the anti-meta defensive typing, and the bulk, and we haven't even gotten to the move pool yet, this thing is already somewhat of a Garganacl adjacent, where it has
I wouldn't say
annoyingly
it's
high...
adjacent. I'd say it's a worse Garg, but yeah, I can see your point.
No. I wouldn't consider this thing a worse Garg. Garganacl is good because of the Salt Cure move, but this thing has annoying move of its own to make it
Leech
worth using.
Seed!
It has Leech Seed, it has Earth Power to hit the ground and Poison type it wants to come in. Knock off too, that's always good.
I can't believe it
Yeah,
got it in
and
ZA, to be honest. I thought it would have been an older Natdex thing.
Well, it got that in I'm pretty sure it got that way earlier.
No. I agree that it had it like from ages ago, but I thought it would have lost it at some point and it been a
fair
Natdex
enough.
move, but it does
yeah,
actually
fair
have it
enough.
in ZA, so fair enough.
Another move worth noting is Dragon Tail. So this thing can work as a phaser too.
Yeah.
And phasing has been really prominent. You see phasing even on fast Pokemon like Zamazenta running Raw.
Yeah. I will say, I think this
Yeah.
thing loading Outrage is really funny.
It's just a very, very angry because it has been so bad for like decades now.
Yeah, I mean, it took him, what, 99 to 26, so like 27 years to fix this. No, 28 years to fix this thing.
Yep.
And even then, it's still debatable with how good it'll be. Okay, look, maybe are you?
I will take it to you. I'll take it to the B tier. Because I can
Really?
legitimately see this thing being an anti-meta pick that pops up in tournament. Something that has been fun fact, something has been achieved by a lot of grass type. You see Zarude in tournament every now and then. You see base Ogerpon running Choice Band and that annoying ass ability with the free speed boost every now and then. Grass type is largely neglected in OU because if you're not Ferroform or Ogerpon, it's just kind of rough for you. But grass type has a lot of anti-meta defensive qualities that honestly make them worth noting, in my opinion.
Yeah, looking at you, Amoongus.
Oh, they banned sleep, so Mungus became irrelevant.
I'll also point
Yeah.
out, because I was just double checking, Meganium actually is UU in the pet mod currently. But the pet mod is also only Gen like it's only PLZA Pokemon. So I have a weird feeling if it's UU with only PLZA Pokemon, that once you open it up to the full Gen 9 or even Nat Dex, it will go to RU.
I'm not so sure because Meganium largely is held back by steel types and fire type, right? And to a lesser extent, flying type. In the Legends ZA metagame, there's already Gordengol, there's Corviknight, there's Skarmory, there's Excadrill, there's no Ferrothorn, I believe, there's Scizor.
No.
All the relevant steel types are already there, and it still managed to hang on UU. I don't think even with the full dex implemented, it will change too much. If anything, when things like a Great Tusk are added back in, it might even get better.
I can see what you're
Yeah,
saying.
and-
I don't know if I believe it, but I'll trust in you for now.
Okay. Yeah. And it's possibly one of the best knockoff absorber in the game. Taking like probably 5% from it.
Probably less, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Now before we get into our next Pokemon in Feraligatr here, I need to have a little Feraligatr. Mega.
No.
I need to have a little bit of a word with whoever decided that this should be its default fucking stance instead of I don't know, maybe like this. Like, come on, man. This art right here is what it always should have been. Cause do I think it's fucking little like closing its mouth and moving its arms up? Do I think that's adorable to be like a giant Totodile? Yeah, that's fucking adorable. We should do that. But when it's just chilling out, leave it like half open or something. Don't have its fucking lid open. It's not a toilet. Put it down, Bo. This right here is what it always should have been. Making it like this is just a Totodile with a fucking toilet seat on its back. And I'm sorry, but it's true.
I agree with this autistic Australian child. It is correct. The dino could be way cooler, but it is not.
Look, you're not wrong, but I don't like the way you described this Australian autistic child. Also, wait a minute. I'm 22 now. I am not a child.
I am old.
This is
for your boy.
This is why is this low-key fucking true though? The 3 dragon megas and there's just this guy, you know? Fuck.
It is so accurate.
It's so accurate. These guys, they're so fucking cool. And then you have toilet not dragon, sorry. You have toilet crocodile. Like, fuck, dog.
Even the power ranking probably is accurate here too, because you definitely have Mega Charizard X at the top, and then I would say this thing is not as good as Mega Sceptile.
I don't know. Sceptile's also kind of ass.
Which is telling, isn't it?
Maybe. Let's take a look at it, because don't
Let's look at
forget.
the stat, right.
Don't forget, it does have Dragon's Maw currently. So it's, I
Yes.
mean, this is basically, like, okay, 160 attack with Dragon's Maw? Like, I mean, look, I'm not saying too much, but it's kinda strong. And
Right.
low-key, like, this defensive stats aren't bad either. 85, 125, 93, and a water type. Dragon is also okay.
It has a very good typing. It has only 2 weaknesses in Fairy and Dragon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like kind of him though, a little bit.
He is him, but he's a bit special. Okay, hear me out.
I'm
Hear me
hearing
out.
I'm hearing you.
Hear me out. What is your dragon stab of choice?
Scale shot probably, unfortunately.
No, it is not, because you can't run loaded dice.
Yeah, but you kind of want that speed though, you know. I could
You have Dragon
see.
Dance.
Oh yeah, I forgot I got
This
DD.
thing-
Yeah. I could definitely see DD Dragon Claw Liquidation Earthquake kind of set.
That's kind of the thing, though. Dragon Claw is just weak. It's kind of like a Mega Bayonet, where it has Primal Groudon attacking stat, and then it's scratching you with Shadow Claw.
Yeah, it's the same. Yeah, exactly. It's scratching you with a claw. Unfortunately, Outrage locks you in, which really fucking hurts the moves so fucking much.
Correct. And Water Stab isn't. Water Stab can be used to pressure Fairy types, but it is not something you want to rely on.
No, it also doesn't really get any good coverage for fairy types. Like, it gets, like, Earthquake, but that's not gonna help against a Sylveon. Actually,
Yeah, I don't think it learns
maybe
Iron
it fucking will with your 160 base attack, but, like, you know, especially if you DD.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Um,
I do think that this, like, I was just kind of putting it here to begin with as just a generic placement, but I do actually think it's probably likely, not because it's not good, but just because it's not unique. It's a role that plenty of other Pokemon can run and do it better.
Yeah, if anything, I think this thing will fulfill a role as a defensive tank because the lack of weakness alongside that pretty good base defensive spread will make it pretty good at just soaking hits and tray hits.
Yeah, I'd agree with that. But that's the thing. It definitely will fulfill like a semi-fast tank, if that makes sense.
Semi semi fast is really stretching it.
Yeah, well, look, for a tank, 78. It's like imagine if Ursaluna was 78 base speed, right?
I don't want to. Thank you.
Exactly. But it's like it's actually hang on, what are its stats comparably to Ursaluna?
So then it's base 50, I'm pretty sure.
No, not speed. I meant defensively. 130,
Oh, defensive
105.
is
Oh,
like-
okay, yeah. I was like, I remember
it's
it was like
easy.
fairly tanky, but I didn't realize. Actually, it's
No,
it's
no,
kind
no.
of similar to Blood Moon, 113,
it's
120. No, it's
No,
not.
it's
I
not.
take
No,
it
it's
back.
not. It's-
I take it back. I
it's
take it back. I
HP
take it back. I
doesn't
take it back. I
compare.
take it back. I take it back.
Having high HP stat is a blessing. and
Yeah,
this
no,
thing is not
I'll say
blessed.
I take it back. It's way more bulky. Anywho,
Yeah.
I think it'll be like pretty good, but definitely in a lower tier. I think RU is probably accurate for it, just because it's not a unique kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's just there are many other better Pokemon to take a hit and hit one harder, right?
Personally, I think the set this thing is going to run is some kind of bulky source stance revenge killer. So it will run Alka Jet for priority, a dragon move of choice to break things, and possibly Earthquake or Liquidation for that consistent non-dragon type attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that speed holds it back.
Yeah, it definitely
So
does.
it does not
Honestly,
achieve what it needs to do.
I kind of hang on. What's its where was it all of its distribution gone to? Got like 10 more special. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say, I wonder. I kind of wish they made it like a bit bulkier, but realistically, there's kind of not that much they could have done in terms of increasing its bulk without making it like useless attacking wise. You know what I mean?
I do completely. And as weird as it sounds, opportunity cost wise, it might just be better to run a regular Sheer Force Feraligatr with Life Orb. If you want to run a different Mega. I understand they're different enough. It is not as severe as a case as Clefable. But let's say as a water type attacker, Feraligatr might just be superior because that Sheer Force damage output is really, really good.
Okay, so Sheer Force, Life Orb, we'll leave it at Jolly. To Fluttermane does 48 to 56. If we then...
Liquidation is damage output.
Okay, Liquidation it is. Liquidation does... Hang on, let's also make this back to Mew for a better comparison.
Okay, the punching wall is back.
Yeah,
Yep.
the punching wall is back. Yeah, so guaranteed 2-hit KO with Life Orb Sheer Force. If we Mega Evolve it, get rid of Life Orb.
Get rid of the ability.
It
Yep.
is actually weaker, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, the modifier doesn't stack here. It really makes it unfortunate.
Yeah. Dragon's Maw is a good ability, right? But only if you're using it with dragon moves, obviously, right?
Yeah, so this outrage is going to possibly 2-hit KO Ferrothorn.
Wait, really?
The outrage? I think so, yeah. It might.
Fucking not even close, mate. Not even close. Maybe after an SD it does, but like pre SD, not even close.
Damn, I was
6%
wrong.
chance to 3-hit KO, like, and that's not even
Wow.
like max bulk. This is just Nat Dex defensive, right?
I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. I'm sorry, Ferrothorn. I didn't understand your game.
Yeah, I'll say, look, we've had a very peaceful generation without Ferrothorn. We've forgotten how cracked it is, you know?
because Seraphon wasn't here, this fraud called August Palm Wellspring was allowed to be called Unstoppable Breaker.
Yeah. Dude, it's fucking wild in how offensive Gen 9 is just by taking out, like, Toxapex and Ferrothorn.
It's here. What do you mean?
Is it?
It just doesn't. It just doesn't get knockoff and Scald, making it way worse than it used to be.
Damn, I thought it wasn't here.
It's here, dude. What the fuck?
What the fuck? What tier is it in?
It's UU. I'm pretty sure.
It's fucking UU now? What the fuck? Oh yeah, this shit is
Not
in Scarlet
having-
Violet. That's fucking wild.
Not having knockoff and Scald is huge, man.
Yeah, I was like, I genuinely, that's actually fucking funny as hell, because I actually thought it wasn't in the fucking game, because it hadn't been annoying the fuck out of me. That's crazy.
Lol.
That's actually fucking crazy. I thought it wasn't in
It's
the
okay.
game.
It's okay. Alamamola is here to do it better.
Fucking, kill me. Anyway, yeah, RU, let's move on. You know we've been recording for an hour already, and we've barely touched a dent?
We're gonna be here until midnight, if that.
Yeah, potentially turn this into a two-parter. Anyway,
Eventually.
next up is Skarmory. Skarmory
Oh,
has...
I like this one.
Skarmory has one thing that makes it unique, which is weak armor, then Mega Evolve into Tough Claws ability. Now this is like cool, but also I feel like it's gonna be. I feel like people are gonna learn how to play around it, if that makes sense.
Okay. I have a bold prediction here.
What's that?
Because Skarmory, while it does lose 30 defense upon Mega Evolving, it gains a lot of special defense.
Yeah, I'll say it gains 30 special defense, so that's. Would you make that deal? I'd make that deal. Anyway.
Damn good deal. Anyhow, I can't do a Kentucky accent.
Neither.
But the point is,
We need fucking
Doesn't
Gray.
promote.
He's literally from Tennessee. Like, fuck.
yeah, damn dude. Okay. Mega Skarmory. Because of the team preview structure, you can never tell if it's a real Skarmory or Mega Skarmory.
Yeah, that's true.
Which means that moment of hesitation when you decide, hey, should I U-turn on this thing or not? It can cause some pretty good damage. And even when it is not running that Sword Stance weak armor set, this thing can still function pretty well, just like regular Skarmory can, in my opinion. Like it can run Roost, it can even still run Raw, but it just means that your drill run will suddenly have a lot more oomph to it, and your drill pack. And yeah, this thing's Brave Bird really hurts.
Yeah. This is the thing that I was kind of thinking about. Because while Brave Bird is good, as we are talking about before, it does kill itself, but it does have Roost, which is good. But kind of outside of Brave Bird, I feel like doesn't have the move pool. Like, offensively.
It doesn't really have to, because if you look at the damage calc, even resisted, this thing, Brave Bird really hurts. Okay, sure, take it out on something like Gordango, for instance. And you can see that this thing does not hit like a wet paper, it hits really, really hard.
I mean, hell, even a Ferrothorn, it's doing 36 to...
You're minus attack nature, my dude.
And I'm not fucking Tough Claws. Hold up. Hang on. Why does this stupid Skarmory do more than my fucking... Wait, actually, why is it doing more?
Yes.
Right, because Tough Claws... How much does Tough Claws boost?
Yes.
But the other thing on Dragon's
1.3,
more.
I'm pretty
And Outrage is the same base power.
You're counting on Ferrothorn, you dumbass. It's not you.
I know that. But remember, we calced the fucking Outrage from Dragon Morph Feraligatr against Ferrothorn, and it did like half the damage.
Because it's resisted by Ferrothorn.
Oh yeah, it's neutral on fucking Jesus Christ.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Somebody-
I forgot it was a grass type. I forgot it was a grass type and that it was neutral.
On a noble Gordango. That would be a good baseline. It's a reasonable bulky Pokemon, and as you can see, it is a 2-hit KO. You are allowed to get away with it because you're running Brave Bird.
Yeah, hell, you even need to put in 200 HP EVs to not get it 2-hit. Like that's crazy.
Yep. Yep. And this thing still has that amazing defensive typing. It still won't even be easy to take it down with that spread line.
Yeah. I
So,
mean, hell, look at this fucking damage, dude. Like against Mew, like 73 to
Yeah.
86. Like fuck, dog.
yeah, you can literally run. This is something Gliscor used to do. The Starbreaker Gliscor, Taunt, Earthquake, Source Dance, Roost. This
Yeah.
thing can do something similar. And it has Taunt too. I'm pretty sure. And or you can forgo Taunt, go for, or you can get rid of Source Dance or Taunt and go for Spike, of course, Stealth Rock, Defog. It is a defensively capable and very threatening, uh, yeah, flying type attacker with a fantastic defensive profile.
Yeah. Honestly,
I would say it's A tier easily.
you think it's A tier? I don't know. I feel like, I mean, where is Skarmoy currently? Do you know?
I think I've seen it OU occasionally.
Well, it's OU in Gen 7, UU Gen 8, and UU currently.
It still see used in OU even in Gen 8 and 9 though.
Yeah.
It's like a Heatran situation, Heatran claw size.
I think my current thought is, I feel like it won't be worth the mega slot on a team. No, I think there's a good chance it will be OU, so I'm gonna agree with you there. But I think it won't be worth the mega slot in comparison to some other characters.
We can see, yeah.
It's like because Skarmory does other things without requiring the mega, right? Whereas something like stupid as Raichu here, it's useless without the mega, you know.
I get what you mean, but in Generation 7, where the topics were introduced, Z moves, etc., even when Mega was available, you see a bunch of good teams where it still doesn't have a Mega. Mega is a one per team resource, but it is not a mandatory resource anymore. Pokemon are just that good nowadays.
Yeah,
So
that's
having
true.
a surprise factor on your Scum, yeah, it can definitely work like that.
Yeah. All right, Chimecho. Oh, what do we think about Chimecho, bros?
Um, hmm. This thing will be good in VGC.
Yeah, this is just better Bronzong, but like, this is another thing. Will it be worth the opportunity cost in VGC? Do you think?
Potentially, yeah.
I don't think it will be because it is better Bronzong. Don't get me wrong. It just straight up is better Bronzong in every way. It's got equal or greater move pool, better stats, and same ability. Right? It's better than Bronzong, but it does require the mega slot. So Bronzong was always a great supporting role. I feel like this might just be me as a hater, but I feel like a support Pokemon shouldn't be your Mega Evolutioner, especially when it has the same niche as a non-Mega Pokemon. Would you rather have like Bronzong and Mega Salamence or Chimecho and I don't know, Ogerpon Water or Fire?
This is kind of a quiet take. We have seen Trick Room Pokemon who are even restricted. Things like Lunala. Being a Psychic and Steel type, Trick Room setter and attacker in one, honestly, has its merits because you can annihilate a Mungus, who's usually the biggest roadblock
I can see
to
that.
Trick Room. Yeah,
I can see
and
that.
you can actually war Ursaluna.
Yeah, okay, I can see this. I can see this.
Yeah, and depending on how good the fairy types are, you can war fairy types who's not Fluttermane.
Or
But with that
potentially Xerneas.
that spread, I think you can retaliate at the very least.
Yeah, and its move pool is really good too.
Yeah, and its biggest thing over Bronzong is that this thing has recovery.
Yeah, having recover is really nice.
Yeah, it doesn't have to use Wish like Jirachi does. It has a ground immunity. It'll be interesting. I would say this thing is probably power level wise either RU or UU. I think
Yeah.
looking at current gen Jirachi would be a good reference point. But in
Yeah.
VGC,
What's
this thing can do things.
what's Jirachi looking like? It's an RU in Scarlet Violet. Yeah. I think RU is a good placement for it. At least in this, in terms of VGC, I think it'll definitely see usage, but I feel like it'll be on the more limited side, to be honest.
Yeah,
It'll depend on how the meta is in champions, I guess.
yeah, I suppose. I'm pretty sure this thing has draining kits too, so it can run that annoying ass combined max physical bulk draining kit set. Yeah, C tier is where I would put it. Potentially B tier because of what I can see it doing VGC.
Yeah, I think that's reasonable. I'll leave it here for now. Do we think better than Feraligatr?
Better than Feraligatr, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Child, you're
probably.
putting people down.
Toilet dial. That's his name now. Toilet dial.
Damn, that's
Uh,
kind of rough, not gonna lie.
yeah, for real.
Okay.
Alright, next we got Mega Absol Z. Now, I think this is gonna be like UU probably.
Okay, let's look at the stats first. I have some talking point about my absolute prepared ahead of time.
Okay.
Okay, so
What's its ability? I
very
forget.
good technician.
I don't know if that's a good ability for it.
It's definitely a ability.
It's
So
a ability.
the biggest weakness of Mega Absol is that it does not have usable Ghost Stab.
Yeah. It ain't got that poltergeist, you know?
It doesn't have Poltergeist, it doesn't have Shadow Sneak, as Technician might want you to believe. Um, I believe in the recent draft league, I've seen a lad try to make Omnis Mega Absol Z work with 75 special attack, and it's literally the best it can do.
Yeah. I also think he's just partially trolling because if he gets the Omni Boost, which he hasn't, he's brought it a couple games, but if he gets the Omni Boost, he could probably just sweep with it. But like, you know,
Yeah.
if the
Um,
best you can do is fish for on Omni Boost, I don't know, Chief.
well, speaking of boost, that 151 speed stat is damn, holy shit.
Yeah, so for some
154
reason, all of the
attack
Z
stat,
Megas are fast as fuck.
yeah, we're gonna have
All three Z Megas are 151 speed, and then Zero Aura is also 153 for no apparent fucking reason.
yeah, we have a three-way speed tie between the Z Megas and then Mega Zero or up there be like, hello guys.
Yeah, literally, right? Like, fuck.
Yep.
But yeah, this is the new age of speed creep, you know? Like, fuck.
Indeed. It's not funny. This thing can run Adamant and be faster than Tapu Koko.
Yeah,
What
that's
have we
fucking...
become?
This is fucking ridiculous, right?
Yep.
It can't run Adamant against Chen Pao, which is nice. But like Coco it fucking can, but you know...
Wait, does it actually learn Shadow Snake? Oh, I was mistaken. Well, okay.
Apparently it does in ZA. I don't know if it did prior. I don't think it did prior, but in ZA it does, yes.
That must be a new addition because I didn't know it learned Shadow Sneak before.
But
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
That's where Technician comes from then. So Technician 1.5, 60, 90. Yeah, so it's a 90 base power priority attack coming out of 150. Okay, it has this. Okay, that is pretty. That's a convincing use case. It has knockoff, it has sword stance, it has close combat. So it's kind of like it's kind of like Mars Shadow almost in the coverage department because this thing is so much stronger than Mars Shadow. Its
yeah.
close combat power is comparable, I would even believe.
Yeah. It also does get kind of enough coverage with like Play Rough, Aerial Ace, Zen Headbutt,
Rock move to obliterate the flying types, yeah.
yep, Stone Edge, X Scissor. This thing gets so much coverage. What the fuck? Also, can we agree that knockoff is 65 base power to not boost Technician?
Yep. Yep.
Imagine.
Pokemon start Stizzle and be like, absolutely not.
Yeah, I say, could you imagine knockoff boosted by Technician? That'd be crazy.
U-turn boosted by Technician, that's where it's at, boys.
Oh boy.
Dear God. Stizzle will be
Dear
like,
God,
yeah.
he fears what he's
Oh my
thought
God.
about.
Yep. Yeah, so Mega Sizzle, because of that speed stat alone, I think it will have to be OU. It'll be part of the OU speed tier trifecta.
Let's not be too hasty here. Regieleki and like, um Regieleki and fucking, oh my god, Electrode are like not there.
Yeah. Yeah, auto lose to Lander's T, and this thing can knock off Lander's T. What a difference.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
I genuinely think this thing will be kind of like it will have a place similar to Greninja, where it defines the speed tier of the tier that it occupies, and it delivers good power behind it to the point where things that would this thing specifically finds a niche in OU. So think Assault vs Tangrowth back then, who gained a niche because it can help stop Greninja.
Yeah, I can see
And
what you're
with-
saying.
Yeah, with this coverage profile, you need something really niche to help stop it. I can't even think that that can confidently take its close combat knockoff combo. Honestly, Fairy type might work, but it has Iron Tail.
Yeah. I can low key. I actually have an odd feeling that this might be end up in like UUBL for some reason.
Potentially, if the offensive metagame changes direction, it might be left behind, but I don't think it will ever be allowed to drop into UU.
Yeah, I think it'll be too good for UU. That's why I was like, I feel like it'll be a BL Pokemon.
Yeah, so I think AT is definitely warranted,
I feel like-
possibly above the Skarmoy, yeah.
Yeah, I say I've got it in between the two, and I feel like that's a pretty good spot for it, to be honest.
Yeah, sure. I might even argue that this thing is better than Mega Raichu, because that speed test is really nice in it.
It is really nice, but Transistor
It is.
is really nice too.
The Transistor is nice, I will give you that, yeah.
I don't know. I might just
Um,
be high on Raichu. I can't lie. I was so close to drafting Raichu. I'm not gonna lie. I genuinely considered it for a while. And even I suggested to Derek that he get it when he was looking to swap up his megas. Like, dude, I'm kind of feeling the Raichu. All right, trust. And it's done well for him. He swept. He got like 4 or 5 kills with it in its first game. Like that was pretty fire.
Well, I tell you, pretty much everything is better than Naganadel these days.
Leave me alone. But yeah, okay. He got 4 kills with it in his first game. That's still pretty nice.
Yeah, yeah. It is very nice. But okay, let's get the tiers right. We can move the placement inside the tier later because it will be apparent that yeah, some of the A tiers might be better than the other A tiers.
True. All right, we got Staraptor up next. I can't lie. I feel like Staraptor is gonna be maybe mid still.
I
Its
don't even
ability
think
now
this
is Tough
thing-
Claws. I feel
Yes.
like it'll still. You know how this thing was UUBL for 6 generations or 5 generations, and then went to PU. I feel like this Mega will put it back in UUBL at best.
I am not even that optimistic because I want you to compare this with Galarian Zapdos.
I mean, it's stronger, faster, and with a better ability, arguably, or at least a more powerful ability. And low-key has equal defenses. What's Zapdos
Yes,
at?
it-
What's Zapdos other
It
at?
has the freedom. It has the freedom to run an item, which means it can overcome that base speed tier, or it can run choice band.
Okay, so it is UU in this, and it's better than Zapdos without. That's the thing. It doesn't want to be locked into the choice band or the choice scarf all the time, right?
I wouldn't even.
I think it'll be
don't
UU. I think it'll be
think-
UU.
I can't even say this thing is confidently better than Galarian Zapdos because the item is a pretty big deal.
That's kind of fair. I think in terms of damage comparison, its damage output is probably similar because of the Tough Claws boost.
Now I think no, damage wise, it will entirely outclass Zapdos without a choice band.
Yeah, but that's, I mean, even with Choice Band, I think it's semi-comparable still, just because it's got 15 base more attack.
Yeah, it will depend on how big of a deal that 100 base speed is versus 100. So you have things like
The 110, you
Garchomp.
mean?
Yeah, sorry, 110. Yeah, yeah. So being naturally faster than things like Garchomp, Zapdos, that kind of stuff. We have to ask ourselves that question: where will Zapdos and Garchomp be in the new generation? Are they still even OU, or are they more UU?
Well, Garchomp fell to UU. Zapdos, I don't even know where bro is.
Garchomp UBL actually in this generation, pretty sure.
Okay, it's OU.
Zapdos still OU. Zapdos is a defensive Pokemon nowadays exclusively.
I mean, it kind of has been for like a few generations now, though.
Yeah.
Like, whenever I think of Zapdos, I think about it as a defensive Pokemon, which is why I get sometimes surprised when, Specs Hurricane, I die to this. You know, the occasional Specs in draft, right? But this is one of those Pokemon where its defensive stats are kind of deceiving. Like 90, 85, 90 is not special, but it's still a great defensive Pokemon.
It is, and notably resists both fighting and flying in this case, so it completely wars Staraptor, Mega Staraptor. Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. This thing won't get to OU because Zapdos will be there to stop it.
That's kind of how Galarian Zapdos got dropped too. So yeah, I think UU is a reasonable place, if not RU, but I think UU for the time being is correct. Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I'm thinking about it, while I do think it is better than Gyaptos, I will say it could end up being an opportunity cost thing where it'll be like RUBL.
Right? Why run Mega Staraptor when you can run Choice Scarf Choice Scarf Zapdos Galar? Yeah.
With another Mega, right? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm leaving it in UU for now. I think that's reasonable. All right, Z-Chomp. Surely this is like top of OU, right? Or at least for now.
Yeah, I would say definitely UU. Oh, sorry, definitely OU.
I was gonna say, wait a minute, fucking UU.
No. Go. I'm capping. Top of OU though, I'm not so sure about that one.
By top of OU, I think it'll be better than what we've got here currently.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe not top overall, but like top for now.
It still retains the insane amount of hazard this thing can bring. Nasty Plot to boost that special attack.
Yeah, it gaining Nasty Plot this generation's stupid as fuck.
Even if you don't run special, you can run Source Dance and be physical instead.
Yeah,
losing the stab on Earthquake sucks, but you don't always have to Mega immediately.
Yeah.
You can Mega when you need that
speed. Yeah. I mean, it being one of the Z crew with their 151 speed is influential as hell. And while it is a little bit weaker than Absol, the fact that it can be run mixed and has a much better move pool, I think is enough to say that it's still going to be cracked as all hell.
Yeah, I think this one's straightforward. You have the coveted ground fire dragon coverage.
Yeah.
With anti-fairy meshes.
Yeah, it's got poison jab and Iron Head.
Yep, and boosting options on both sides. I think it's an easy OU.
Yeah, does this thing get World Cup? That's low-key my question.
Why would you ever run World Cup, you weirdo?
I was just curious because, like, not that I think it's a good idea, but, like, it might be a funny set to bring to boost, like, both physical and special attack. Look,
no,
it's not a good idea, but it might be a funny idea, alright?
You will be much better off running a physically based mix set with Draco and then physical moves and run Source Dance. Yeah. That's what I think, at least.
Look, I didn't say it was a good idea. I said it was a funny idea.
It was an idea. Let's just leave it at that.
Loki, though, I could actually see that being something someone would do in draft would be run Work Up for a super niche scenario.
Possibly, but yeah, OU I think for sure. Yeah. Definitely more convincing than the base Mega Garchomp.
For sure. All right, we got Lucario now.
The other Z Mega.
The other Z Mega, yeah.
151 speed as usual. I'm pretty sure 160 special attack.
Yeah, 160. 164. Let us not forget the extra bullshit, right?
We underestimate you.
We underestimate your power.
The fan ability that was assigned, I believe it's Mind's Eye, which is Ursulina Bloodmoon's ability.
Yeah, so with Mind's Eye, I think it's in OU. But can we also discuss that this thing is probably more likely getting Mega Launcher, which I think will make it go to Ubers, right?
If it gets Mega Launcher or Adaptability, it's Ubers.
Yeah,
definitely
with either of those abilities, it's in Ubers, no questions asked. But with Mind's Eye, I do think it's OU. Because while it is very strong, the fact that it doesn't get any kind of multiplier, I feel like really limits it. Because, you know, the 145, 140 are much lower, but with adaptability, it's actually still stronger. But if you give it the Mega Launcher, then suddenly its Aura Spheres go fucking apeshit, right?
Another important thing to know is that Lucario Mega used to rely a lot on its priority move, actually, Bullet Punch and Vacuum Wave and Mark Punch, noticeably to Revenge Kill Xerneas in Ubis. With the special attack leaning stat, it will still have access to Vacuum Wave, but it kind of loses that fast Steel type Revenge Killer niche. Well, I said kind of, because it's 155 speed.
Hey Davis, can we discuss that Dark Pulse has a role to kill Mew?
Yeah, I don't want to think about it, if you wouldn't mind. But that's Mega Launcher. It has Nasty Plot, though.
It does have Nasty Plot, yeah. So in case the Mega Launcher 164 isn't enough, you can just Nasty Plot. It's fine.
Yeah, let's just kill Mew twice over.
What a beautiful sight.
Let's kill Mew so high it becomes Mewtwo. Lucario. This thing has a pretty colorful special attack moveset, if I'm not mistaken.
It's a little bit less than you'd remember, but it is still fairly good. So it's got obviously got its
worse.
Doesn't mean it's worse than you'd remember, but it's still decent in my opinion. So it's got the classic dual stab of Aura Sphere and Flash Cannon. Then it's also got Dragon Pulse. But after that, it starts getting a bit more iffy. Psychic is good. Shadow Ball is good. But that's kind of it. But that's honestly, what more do you need? What doesn't that fucking hit, right?
And those if this thing gets Mega Launcher, it might put Dragapult out of business.
Honestly, yeah, this thing is faster and stronger, and a Steel type, which is also arguably like it's better defensively than Ghost Dragon, right?
It doesn't get pivot, but I'm more saying the fact that it almost completely counters Dragapult because it can take Draco really easily.
I also cannot believe this thing doesn't have U-turn. What the fuck? Why does it not?
Please don't. This thing already has so many toys.
That's what I mean. Like, it feels like it should. I'm glad it doesn't, but it feels like it should.
Yep. OU at the very OU if it doesn't have a hindering ability. If it has Mega Launcher adaptability or sheer force, whatever, Ubers. Definitely instantly Ubers.
Yeah. Do we think Mega Launcher makes it better than Starmie? Now we're asking the real questions.
Potentially.
I think it would, yeah. I think it would.
Yeah. Being faster and being a being a fighting type that crushes ghost type. Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah. I mean, you know, you see a fighting type, you're like, oh, I'll have a ghost or psychic type counter it. Oh, what's this? It gets Shadow Ball or it gets fucking
Dark Pulse.
Dark Pulse? Yeah. Uh-oh, what do I do now? I fucking cry. That's what I do. And, okay, it's fine, guys. I'll counter it with my psychic type. Sorry, with my poison type. Oh, it's got psychic? I'll cry now.
Yeah, it's really hard to ward this thing.
Yeah, I can definitely see it being potentially limited by 4 move slots is something, but only a little bit, arguably.
Yeah, I might even go as brave as to put it directly into S tier as it is right now.
Honestly, potentially.
It's Lucario, mate. They aren't gonna give it a weak ability. It's Lucario.
Well, that's exactly it, right? I genuinely think the only reason the pet mod gave this thing Mind's Eye is only because they wanted to play with it. They didn't want it in the ban list. They wanted to play with it. That is the only reason, and you cannot convince me otherwise.
Yeah, and they're too cowardly to give this thing normalized.
Fuck. Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright,
sorry.
Frosslass. Now, Frosslass, I feel like is kind of just worse Flutter Mane in a weird way.
With any kind of ice attacker, the most important stat is the speed stat.
Well, thankfully, it's got that.
It's no. Hear me out. Mega Frosslass has 120 B-stat.
Yep.
It is therefore entirely outclassed by Weavile.
Ah, shit, man, you right.
Yep.
Fuck. If only they made it 126, it'd be great.
Yeah, I think in any tier Weavile occupies, this thing will not have a niche.
Yeah, because it'll always just get revenge killed by it and not be threatened.
Weavile just outfunctions it as an ice type attacker. Besides knockoff, I consider knockoff a superior attacking move over Shadow Ball.
Yeah.
That being said, it does have the Ice Beam Thunderbolt coverage going on.
Yeah.
So I think
Bolt Beam. Bolt Beam plus Shadow Ball and Nasty Plot is pretty fucking threatening.
it is.
Can also
and it
bring
has-
in the spikes too if you want.
Yep, the old Frosslass tool set.
Yeah.
So this thing, I would say it won't be OU because Weavile will likely be there.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be UUBL personally.
Yes, same. I'll probably put it top of the UU because
Yeah.
in the UU tier, a good ice type attacker is rare. All the good ice type attacker has been funneled directly into OU.
Yeah, hang on. Let's do a comparison. If you're a good ice type, you're in OU. If you're any other ice type, you're in like NU.
Yep.
There is no in between.
Yep, and if you're too good for UU, you're just UUBL,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
Looking at you, Mamoswine, for a couple while. I don't know.
It has been, I think it's RU now, but it has been UU for a bit.
Yeah. And even then, that's mostly just because they gave it Ice Skill Crash only and no good fucking ice moves, right?
It's an alright ice move, isn't it?
It's just inconsistent. Also, in Gen 4, it only had Ice Fang, so fuck it, I guess.
Oh yeah, no, it used to run Avalanche.
Yeah, exactly.
I heard you wanted to
Anywho,
be fast.
we've now got the Mega Mouth himself. I've got very mixed feelings on this thing. I can't lie.
I don't. My left and right nuts are telling me this thing will be a monster in VGC.
In VGC, yeah, absolutely. I think this thing is a piece of shit in VGC. It'll be so
It's
fucking
the
annoying.
ultimate special tank. Depending on the ability, which is Earth Eater at the moment.
Which
in
honestly
Petmog,
is possible for it to be its real ability. Like that is.
it very much is
I
possible.
say that's
yeah.
like an actual contender.
Yeah. If it's Earth Eater, I think it's S tier. I think straight to Ubis.
I'm a little bit conflicted with it, especially in draft. In terms of tiering, if it does get Earth Eater, yeah, probably straight to Ubers. How's it doing in the pet mod? I'm curious. Has it been banned? Probably not.
No, its ability got tuned back to filter, so I believe it is OU at the moment.
Yeah. But I'm gonna have a little rant about draft for a sec. Because in VGC and in standard play, I do think it'll probably be very, very good in both.
Yep.
But in the draft setting, as that is what primarily we both do play, I think it occupies a very interesting role, and I'm very much questioning it for the time being. In the way that I was super scared of this thing being an absolute fucking monster, and we put it in the highest tier because it's fucking terrifying, right? I mean, hang on, we didn't even get this thing's stats up.
Yeah. Just think better Heatran.
Yeah, think 175 attack, 141 speed def, right? Like this thing.
What the fuck?
This thing is this is like this is like second or third highest special attack in the game, right? Third. The only things that I can think of that are higher are Mega Mewtwo Y and Deoxys attack. Yeah, that's the only things that I can think of that are higher.
Mega Zygarde, but let's not go there just yet.
Yeah, that doesn't count. We don't talk about him. But okay, fourth
Yeah, not
highest
yet.
special attack in the game, right? Which is just fucking absurd.
And this thing has eruption.
Oh yeah, don't forget it has eruption, and that's the thing. Even if it's slow and gonna take a hit, I think it doesn't care. I think eruption will still fuck you up.
That lowest beta is a boon.
It does.
Actually,
It
in
does
VGC.
suck. Going from 77 to 67, but honestly, I think they could have kept it at like 165, and it would have been fine and kept its speed. But I think it makes sense as well, to be honest.
This thing will actually make Fluttermane usage take a giant dip.
Oh yeah, this thing is like the best the best answer to it. Really, it can't do shit.
Probably. I can already think of a really strong sort of semi-Trickroom archetype with something like Amoonguss and possibly Cresselia by his side and combine it with probably a Tailwind mode as well because yeah, Tornadoes can summon Sun and Tailwind for it. The base 60 speed that is really precious. It used to be called the Tyranitar speed stat, but it is slow enough to work in Trick Room against faster team, but fast enough to overwhelm balanced teams in Tailwind.
Yeah, I think it'll be very, very good. Just yeah. Anyway,
Yeah,
as I said,
VGC
for
rant over.
yeah,
Singles.
VDC, it's now time for draft rant. So yeah, as I said, we were fucking terrified of this monster, and we put it into the highest tier. But from talking to some of the other higher players, and also just from watching it as it has performed in the season, which unfortunately isn't the best, as it was kind of picked up by all mid players. Sorry to say, Rosa, Will, and Lupus. Lupus maybe not so, but they had a whole stall team, so fuck them, I guess. Yeah.
Not the best structure to put a Mega Heatran on, I would say.
Yeah. Which also could be impacting my view on it in a little bit, I will say. But the thing about one of them, Heatran is kind of like Landorus T in the way that it can kind of just do anything it wants to some degree. Like it's with its item choice, it can check basically anything. And like item plus stats and move pool, it can do basically whatever it wants, right? It has just enough in every stat to do basically whatever, right?
I understand what you mean, and it can even use Heavy Slam to walk around special walls. Look at the damage calculation has on Blissey.
Yeah,
You'll be
exactly
surprised.
right. And so that's something that I feel is very much drastically removed from Mega Heatran, is that now that it's item locked, while obviously it's insane with Earth Eater, removing its Earthquake weakness, that's fucking insane, right? But the other things that still beat Heatran, and you have less counterplay to them now. Like, for example, Palafin can just 1v1 this thing now, whereas it was debatable whether it could before.
Not if you're Beal.
What's that?
Not if you're Beal.
Not if you're
I'm
Beal.
sorry, this is an inside joke, but he's a player in the draft league who has a Palafin that somehow lost to a Heatran 1-on-1.
Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Didn't it miss like?
It was an unfortunate one.
Didn't it miss a couple things?
No, he tried to be cute and run Boom Burst.
Right. Yeah. That was.
Play.
Yeah, I think that was a bad play by him, but you know, it's fine.
Okay. In my opinion, Heatran's biggest weakness has always been a lack of reliable recovery, which obviously become a mega means you don't have even leftovers to work with.
Yeah.
But that has easily been manageable. You've seen it on Rillaboom structure. You've seen it paired with Wish, Alomomola to make it work. The sheer stat spread, I would say, it just makes this thing so reliable.
You think it's kind of like
because
T-Tar in the way that it just sheer stats everything?
yeah, it's a giant wall of stat that you just have to deal with.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I'll also point out, just for some little funkiness, this thing got fucking first impression, you know, the priority bug move, also lunge for some fucking reason.
Okay, I think it always had a bug move in Generation 4. I specifically remember that. I don't remember what move
What
it
the
was.
fuck bug move did this thing get in Gen 4? No way.
X-Scissor or some shit.
No, it got Solar Beam. That's the only green move it ever got. Hang on, that's damn Pearl. Let's check Platinum. Nope. Nope. Heart Gold Soul Silver. Nope. Nope. You're crazy, my guy.
I guess I am.
You're
My
talking out your
apologies.
ass.
Yeah, my ass has been lying to me. My apologies.
Oh,
Hey, that's Gen
okay.
5.
In Gen
Yes!
5, it got fucking Bug Bite.
Yes!
In Gen 5, it got fucking Bug Bite, alright?
Vindication.
It got fucking Bug Bite in Black and White 2. Not even Black and White 1, just 2, alright? Like, calm your tits.
I'm having a Captain Rimenholt moment where
And
I'm
Auras.
vindicated.
So, okay, Black and White
Yes.
2 and Auras by Move Tutor can get Bug Bite. Is that the hill you want to die on right now?
Yes, people has been called this thing a frog. It has been a bug Pokemon all this time.
Is that-
Suck it.
Is that learning Bug Bite is what makes you a bug type?
Correct.
Man's a frog. Deal with it.
No. Yeah, I still think this thing, if it's Earth Eater, I still think it's gonna be Uber because it fits a Smogon criteria where it is overly centralizing and it requires specific team building to beat.
That's fair.
Yeah, just look at Archaludon in Rain. They banned that Pokemon because it's good on one specific archetype. Imagine running this thing
This
with
thing's
the
meant to
help
be
of
a
Alomomola.
dragon?
Ah,
Yeah, it's
What?
going off its origins. The Japanese name has dragon in it, and it's just based off like its design isn't based on any animal apparently.
if a dragon looks like that, I'm happy we're past the Jurassic Age.
Yeah, so Heatran is based off volcanic remains. Steel typing is how in a core, blah blah blah. It may also be based on the personification of magma, and in the ancient mythologies of most culture, the eruptions of volcanoes were explained by the presence of fire monster living within, often a dragon. Name origin is derived from heat transfer. It's Japanese, involves dragon. Like, this thing's meant to be a dragon? Nah, man, it's a frog.
I want to also highlight that the Chinese name for this thing is really lazy. It is just a vocalization of Heatran in the
Bruh.
Chinese alphabet. And you have something like Dragonite, who is translated to the fast dragon in Chinese.
Hang on a sec. Can what is this word?
西多莱恩, that's literally how a Chinese person would try to say Heatran if they didn't know how to say Heatran.
They would say Zeto Lion.
Pretty much, yeah.
What the
It's just a
fuck?
vocalization technique. You know how the Japanese language has some English loan word? It's exactly how it works here.
But it's not sounding like it's supposed to sound.
It kind of does if you squint hard enough, I suppose.
I think you have
If you
to
will.
squint stupidly hard and also be Chinese. Also, what the fuck is a Cantonese
Possibly.
version?
Um,
How's your
look, man, I don't
Cantonese,
speak
Davis?
Cantonese.
How's your Cantonese, mate? How's your Cantonese, mate?
Sorry, I can't do that.
I like that it's just Heatran in every
Um,
fucking language, and then you get to Chinese. Fucking.
Yeah, sorry, we're just having a meltdown over Heatran, no pun intended, because this thing is definitely Ubers in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think it will fundamentally break the balance archetype of OU, making balance way too powerful.
Yeah, I think that's accurate. Alright, now for a controversial take. I think Darkrai is mid as fuck. I think it'll be like UUBL maybe.
Okay, look. OU by technicality first and foremost. But it is different enough from regular Darkrai that I think it's worth discussing.
It's kind of an odd side grade in my opinion.
Let's see. We have to compare it to Yveltal in a certain sense.
I've always compared it to Garchomp in the way of its Mega Evolving makes it bulkier and slower and a little stronger.
No. Look, okay. First, let's look at its stat spread.
Yeah.
It somehow now has a pretty respectable
Respectable
bulk.
bulk. Fucking 71, 30, 130. This is like Cresselia
Yep.
nearly, isn't it? Like,
Well, Crusader has way higher HP. Please check your fact, my boy.
yeah, okay, it does. But like, I mean,
This thing, yes. The attack stat is what I want to direct your attention to.
Yeah,
Because
120 is
with Dark
crazy.
Aura, this thing's Sucker Punch and Knockoff really hurts.
I think this thing has the strongest sucker punch in the game, right?
Oh, no, not even close.
No? Who's...
Yveltal has the strongest Sucker Punch in the game.
Wait, what the fuck is Yveltal's physical attack? What the fuck? This thing's
130.
131?
Yes.
Look, I don't play Ubers, alright? And I always refuse restricted formats. I didn't realize this thing's attack was so high. I've always
This thing just run Choice Band.
I'll say I've always known it as a special attacker. Seeing this thing with 131 attack is insane to me. Hello? Hell, why do you have
it can run
126 HP? Dog, bird, what are you doing, bro?
So this thing has the exact same stat spread as Xerneas.
Oh.
Xerneas has stat attack stat 2. If it didn't have in an alternate dimension where Xerneas doesn't have Geomancy, it will be a physical attacker.
Damn. That's crazy.
Yep. Yeah, we have to compare Mega Darkrai to Yveltal in a certain sense. Slower, arguably, it's a side grade of a typing where it yeah, it gains a neutrality to fighting but makes it stealth rock weak. Um, but this thing is going to be a disgustingly strong breaker and a star breaker because of
Yeah.
all the tools it already has, like Willow, Taunt, and then you have Source Dance, Nasty Plot, or whatever, right? It, l- yeah. If we have thought that Hooper Unbound has been, wow, this mon is pretty strong and really good at crushing star teams, I direct your attention to Mega Darkrai,
Yeah,
where it is,
okay.
wow, really strong, really good at crushing star teams.
Yeah, I'll also point out, just because I did the calc for this like 4 or 5
Yeah,
days ago and it's in my head,
yeah,
Mega Galissapod, a defensive Mega Galissapod doesn't OHKO a non-defensive Darkrai
that's phenomenal. Yeah.
with first impression.
Uh, yeah, you can easily run just a max HP and
Max
either
HP, max special
attack
attack.
or attack. You can run it as a physical attackers too.
You can also
Yeah,
probably run it mixed, to be
works.
honest.
You can. You absolutely can.
And it's got the move
Uh,
pool for it too, honestly. I mean, fuck. What is this move pool lacking outside of maybe a fire move for fucking Galissapod or the other one, Sizzle?
I mean, steel type. Most steel types don't resist dark.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
I don't think this thing will be you. It will be way too broken you. I even think this thing will be a legitimate OU playstyle as a specialized stall crusher
Yeah,
on a
okay.
team
I think
that is
that's
already
reasonable.
solid. Yeah. Uh, above Mega Absol. Actually, yeah, above Mega Absol is probably reasonable because it has defensive niches too.
Yeah, I'll say
Well, it
it's
doesn't
kind
have
of
recovery.
it's kind of stronger than it's bulkier and stronger than Zabsol, isn't it?
Uh, yes. Yes, it
Yeah.
is.
But it's slower at the cost. But honestly, look, I'm kind of a Zabsol hater, but yeah.
Fair enough. I will say this thing not quite as absurd as Terra Legal King Gambit. It comes close.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
thing's Sucker Punch and knockoff is close. It's up there.
Yeah, it's threatening as fuck.
Yep. I would say A tier is definitely warranted. And let's not
Yeah.
forget you could just run regular Absol. Sorry, regular Darkrai for the
Yeah, I can
most part,
definitely
and
see
then
this
you
thing
can.
being a problem where people don't like the guessing game of which it is. I actually can see it getting
Yeah.
banned for that reason, where it's just too much without the prior knowledge of if it's mega or not.
Yeah, it kind of has
Um,
that Charizard syndrome, right? You kind of have to guess which mega it is and then
yeah.
respond accordingly because the chat to Mega Charizard X and Y are so different.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's the kind of thing where if you guess wrong, then you just kind of lose.
I don't think it will
Or
be banned, but it will definitely make it more viable.
yeah, I think it'll be held up there. Um,
Hmm.
yeah,
Oh,
it's a threat
spe
for
spe
sure.
speaking of Supreme Overlord,
Yeah, speaking of Supreme Overlord, I'm calling this thing Supreme Mid. I'm sorry.
probably apt.
Yeah,
Yeah, so they gave this thing Supreme Overlord, Mega Emboar.
yeah, and unfortunately, I I think it's mid, man.
Yeah, it has the fire attack dual stab, right? That we no longer want to see ever again, please.
Yeah, I think they've
Um,
learned their lesson. Except maybe this dog. This dog might be Fire Ferret. I mean, let's be real.
yeah,
Fucking Incineroar was just another firefighting type they got away with. You know.
yeah, they made it a heal for that specific reason.
Yeah.
Um,
Fuck.
okay, so this thing has obviously okay with the Supreme Overlord ability, right? This thing obviously just takes inspiration from that playstyle of boost and try to win with priority and strong attack move mix up. The
Yeah.
difference being this thing doesn't have a good defense stat, which can be remedied,
I mean,
but
low
then this
key. Hang on, hang
thing's
on, hang on. Let's not be too harsh. 110 HP and SPDEF and 75 defense is a bit low, but it's not awful defense. It's like pretty good defensively still.
It can be workable when it's invested, but that typing isn't good defensively.
That is
In
very
fact, it has
true,
a
yeah.
lot of weaknesses. And the most soul crushing part of all this is that it doesn't its priority move isn't stab.
What's its priority move anyway?
It's sucker punch.
Does it get Sucker
It doesn't
Punch?
get mark punch.
I
It gets
don't
vacuum wave.
I don't think it gets Sucker Punch. Or at least
It
not in
gets sucker punch.
it might only in previous gens, like not currently.
It has sucker punch. It has been running sucker punch since like Gen
Okay.
5.
I say it doesn't have it in ZA, but it does have it in past gens, okay.
Yeah. I don't think this thing learns mark punch, which will make a lot of difference, but it learns vacuum wave. And I don't think
Fortunately,
has.
fortunately for it, Supreme Overlord boosts both attack and special attack, but
Yeah, so you want to run your last man standing booster set off of a 110 special attack stat instead of your 148 meaty attack stat.
yeah,
This thing
it's
is not optimized.
unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah, for that limitation alone, it will play differently than King Gambit. It will be more run as a mid-game, just crusher,
Yeah,
I
mid-game
believe, because they
breaker.
can sort Bennett. Yeah, yeah. Which make it usable,
Low
but
key, I can actually see it going to NU only because its role kind of competes with Feraligatr, but Feraligatr I think comes out on top between them.
oh yeah, Fragger definitely wins between the two. But let's just think it through, right? In OU, this niche will be filled by Blaziken or Mega Blaziken. In
I mean,
underused, it will
that's
be
assuming that
Incineroar.
it's not fucking banned. Come on.
I don't think Blaziken will be ever banned ever again.
Mega
The
Blaziken, you
power
don't think will be
level,
banned?
nah.
I feel like Mega
I don't think
Blaziken might be. Regular Blaziken, no. Blaziken,
Blaziken with
regular Blaziken's in
Blaziken
like
with
UU
Libel
now.
have always been stronger than Mega Blaziken. It's just the added bulk.
Potentially.
The added bulk made a difference for a little bit in like XY. Not anymore. Not in this day and age, I
Yeah,
don't think.
that's fair.
Yeah. So yeah, you have UU in Infinite, OU with Blaziken. This thing is automatically RU already.
That's what I mean. I feel like it might compete with Feraligatr for the, can swap in, take a hit, dish it out
Yeah.
again, and leave.
And
But
argue and honestly Fragile takes on this thing night and day because it's naturally high defense stat.
yeah, also the quad resist to fire, right? Like,
Yeah, well this thing has its close combat, that's gonna hurt.
it
But
will
like
hurt, but not as much as
that defense
liquidation
stat
into
is
Aqua
okay.
Jet, probably.
Yeah, so RU I would say probably way too strong for NU unfortunately.
Yeah, I feel like this thing might end up in NUBL because of the RU metagame, but I'm gonna leave it in RU for now.
Yeah, sounds good. Okay.
All right,
I'm happy with
we got our boy, Big Man Drill. What do we think about Big Man
this
Drill? I think
the big man
OU, right?
draw it's a goat in Legend CA online battle.
Yeah, I think this man's surely got to go to fucking OU, right? Surely.
Uh Depends on the ability.
That's
Depends on the ability.
what's
So in the
Excadrill
pet mod,
currently,
it retains Mold Breaker.
which I think is kind of reasonable for it. I think.
It changes the dynamic of this Pokemon, right? So with Mold Breaker, this thing becomes kind of like a unblockable Stealth Rock setter is what I would consider as a niche, and it can ignore Levitate with its Earthquake. So it will be good against specific Pokemon who want to use Levitate, let's say ground immunity. Base 110. Oh, sorry, I think it's 101 speed stat, was it?
Yeah, 101. Oh, sorry, 103.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever.
Okay,
And look, it outspeeds
that's
Garchomp,
a
alright? It outspeeds Garchomp.
yeah, that's a pretty vintage speed stat to be running off of that attacking stat as well. I think it will be somewhat akin to what Iron Tread does currently in OU.
Except slower and stronger.
Way stronger, not as but weaker. Sorry, less frailer on the special side.
90 and
Oh wait,
70.
no,
No,
actually, no.
it's not. It's bulkier on both sides. Maybe not
True, but
defense.
this thing you can run booster energy with special defense boost too. Yeah, I always think this thing. I always think this thing is bulky, especially because I see this thing in Ubers all the time trying to war Miraidon with with special defense investment. My bad.
Yeah, no.
Um, Sorry. Let's go back to extra drill. The biggest thing this thing doesn't have is an ice coverage.
What do you mean an ice
So
coverage?
so The current dominant ground types in Great Tusk and Iron Tread both have Ice Spinners. This thing
Right.
doesn't. So automatically it makes this thing worse against Lando and Gliscor. What this thing does have over those two is a way, way, way stronger Mega Horn. Which,
Oh yeah.
depending on the meta, if grass types are relevant again, this thing's Mega Horn can crush a couple of motherfuckers.
As I know all too well.
Yup, yup.
Yeah, this thing getting Mega Horn was actually a low-key really good buff, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
With the sheer merit of that typing and stat spread, I don't think this will be any lower than UUBL, maybe even OU.
yeah, I think it'll be a low end of OU personally.
Yeah.
I think it's
You
gonna be
get,
very similar to Skarmory in the way that it's just kind of a little bit awkward to use.
I would say it's different than Skarmory because with Skarmory, you have to guess if it's like the regular defensive Skarmory or Mega Skarmory. With Excadrill, if you're seeing Excadrill in OU without Sand, you know that it's Mega.
Yeah, that's
Because why
true.
wouldn't you run Iron Tread instead?
I mean, it's arguably well, it's kind of a side grade to Iron Treads to be honest.
Nah, I don't think so. Iron Tread having a higher speed stat and ice coverage with knockoff as well makes it a way better utility
I mean, come on,
Pokemon.
it's 3 points faster though.
Yeah, but it is faster and it can run booster energy with a much higher speed ceiling.
Yeah,
Yeah, and again, having pivot move in Volt Switch, knockoff, and Ice Spinner, those are pretty big deals. Those
yeah,
are the things that I actually want to click.
yeah. See, this is the thing though. While I do agree with you overall, I think that 165 attack stat will draw people into it.
It will, but how do you deal with a Landorus Furion
Yeah, you just kind
with
of
this
don't,
Pokemon?
right?
You still kind of get warded by it. You need to essentially perfectly predict and have source dance on the ready.
Hmm,
Yeah, it's gonna be tough.
it is. But yeah, I'm gonna put it at the
Yeah,
bottom of OU for right now, I think.
for the time being, yeah. This thing, ground types are so good. It just has so many competitions nowadays.
Yeah. Okay, Scolipede, NU.
F, F, F.
F?
Please put this thing in F tier. Why would you ever run this thing over just regular speed boosting, source dancing Scolipede?
Yeah, I can't
Please,
lie.
this is not where we reinvent scoliosis. Yeah, look at this thing's speed stat. Why?
Yeah. This is the kind of thing where it's kind of like Sharpedo, but if it was worse, in the way that you want to play out the game as regular Scolipede to get boosts and then Mega for the extra power, but at the same time, you'd rather just not Mega and run fucking Swords Dance, right?
Okay, this is the worst part of all this, right? So how would you realistically want to run Mega Scolipede? You have to stay in the unmega form for one turn, which is
Minimum.
frail. So you have to run.
Maybe
Yeah, so you
even
have to run
two to be
Protect.
honest. Yeah, you need Protect. But like honestly, it's
Yeah,
slow enough. You might actually need +2 for some things, right? Like 62
exactly.
isn't enough.
Exactly. You're so frail in the pre-mega form, you cannot stay alive for 2 turns because Protect only by one turn. And you're so slow that one speed boost is not gonna be enough. And even when it is, like, who are you trying to break with that bug poison typing? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even get. I don't think it gets particularly good coverage either. Okay, we get Rock
It
Slide and
gets Earthquake
Earthquake.
and Aqua Jet. Sorry, Earthquake and Aqua Tail, I
Uh,
believe, are the best things it gets.
it doesn't get Aqua Tail anymore, but it did. It will in the Natdex formats, but like its only coverage is Rock Slide and Earthquake basically. Also, it got Mortal Spin, which is mildly interesting. Um,
Yeah. So you want to run this thing
does Mortal
defensively?
Spin also give
Question
speed
mark?
boost? No, okay.
No, it does not.
I was like, I know
No, it
Rabbit
does
Spin
not.
does. I'm just like, I'm not well enough versed in Mortal Spin to be sure, but yeah, no, it doesn't. But yeah,
Yeah, so it
honestly,
doesn't,
I think this thing's
yeah,
gonna
it
be
doesn't get that
mid as fuck.
speed boost thing anymore. It doesn't get to do a thing anymore. Is it good defensively? Hell no, it's a fucking bug
I'll
type.
say giving it the 140 defense is kind of just disingenuous because it doesn't help.
Yep. F tier. I'm sorry, F tier. There's literally no use case where this thing is even better than its original form.
Yeah. Do you agree with where I put it? I think it's in between the two.
Yeah, because Mega Dragonite and Clefable, those two Pokemons at base are just better than Scoliosis already.
Yeah. All right. This is gonna have to be the final, or maybe second to last of the night, because I have a
Okay, it's
bedtime.
getting late. Alright, let's do this one. Yeah.
Yeah, Scrafty. I
Ooh.
I'm really this is another one that I'm kind of mixed on, and unfortunately I haven't seen it used because no one fucking drafted it.
Yeah, no, I get it.
Look, it's got some potential, but I don't see it going anywhere personally. What's its? I think they kept the Intimidate, right?
No, I think it's shed
Oh, they
skin
gave it
actually.
Shed Skin. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
it runs Intimidate pre-Mega and tried to win with Dragon Dance or like Bulk Up, that kind of stuff.
yeah. Look, I think it has
Um,
some potential, but I also don't see it going very far.
yeah, same kind of thinking
It's
here. I
got a
think
pretty good move pool though.
it has a pretty good move tool. It has solid anti-fairy coverage considering how weak that type is to fairy.
Yeah.
It has knockoff, has close combat, has drain punch. It has all the right moves. The stats apart from HP and speed is okay. Uh, but that speed is usable. If you want Dragon Dance, it's usable. If you want to run Bulk Up, then you're faster than most wars anyway.
Yeah. And
Um,
actually, funnily enough, this thing actually got fucking faster by Mega Evolving. Went from
couldn't
58 to
tell.
68. Man,
Yeah.
fucking Jesus. Okay. Look,
Yeah.
I honestly, because I knew it was slow, I just kind of thought that it was stayed 68, but nah, this thing was actually increased, which is crazy, right?
Yeah, for sure. I think if its ability is still gonna be Shed Skin, it will be somewhere in the lower end of RU personally.
I think that's reasonable. Um,
Yeah, it's a style breaker and win condition.
yeah, I think it's probably better. I think it's probably worse than Emboar, maybe.
Uh, Probably because Emboar has more immediately breaking power, but I can see certain drafts that support this mon as a win condition by removing fairy types for it.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry, Scrafty, but I don't think you're him.
Yeah, no, you're currently not him.
Yeah, alright, we got the Eelektross. This is another one where I'm not really sure about it. Like, it's lower tiers for
It's
sure, but
Its ability will determine its viability for a lot of the yeah.
I think it'll probably just be Levitate. It could be something really cool,
Yeah.
like what the thing had for it originally before they removed custom abilities. Like if
Yeah,
they
no, they they made an ability that's the combination of Levitate and Hard-On Engine.
Yeah, which was just fucking stupid. But like, if they did something like that, where it's like, or even something a little bit easier, like Ion Battery.
What's Iron Battery do?
Let me just
What's
confirm.
Iron Battery?
Pokemon.
Nice, you understood how it's Pokemon. Yeah, there you go.
It
That's
boosts
battery, not
it
Iron
boosts
Battery.
special attacks by 30%.
No, it doesn't boost yours though.
Oh, it's
Does it?
allies. Oh fuck.
Yeah, it doesn't even boost yourself.
Well, fuck, dog. Okay, if they give it like, if they give it something that increases damage and levitates, then I can see it being good. With just levitate,
No.
I think it's still gonna be really mid though.
It's not even a good one-on-one trade artist like it
No.
wants to be because that bulk is not good.
No, it's not. And on it, low key, them increasing its speed may have actually doomed it even more. If they made it slower, it could be a trick room attacker, like in doubles. But like, I don't see this thing doing anything anywhere, to be honest.
Nah, 135 special attack is not good enough to be a trick room attacker, not when you're working with discharge.
Yeah, that's fair. Honestly,
Yeah.
this is probably just NU below fucking Raichu. Cause it is an upgrade over its base form, but like its base form is just kind of too trash to care about anyway, right?
You know what? Yeah, but it's definitely ahead of Raichu X
You
because
think?
this thing has much more. Yeah, this thing has much more colorful options like flamethrower and knockoff.
Yeah, that's true. It can be run mixed, and it has a really good move pool. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
I'm
actually,
happy
funnily
with
enough, they
where
both have
it is right
levitate.
I hope it gets to keep levitate. It's like its own whole identity.
It is. It's its whole identity, which honestly
Yeah.
probably goes to show how mid this thing is when your whole identity is levitate.
Well, to be fair, if they made these things stats actually good will be complaining that, hey, this thing has some weakness and it's good. What do? How win?
This is reminding me of like the Generation 3, 4, and 5 poke Dark Ghost trio of like Spirit Tomb, Sableye, and the other one. I'm sure there's one at more. Anyway.
I don't think so. Yeah.
Anyway, those were
I
like
get what you mean.
made intentionally bad because there were no weaknesses, which, you know, if you give it no weaknesses and give it good stats, it'll be unbreakable. But if we just
Yeah.
give it mid stats or even bad stats in Sableye's case, then who cares anyway, right?
I get what you mean. I think we're kind of guilty at this in this regard. Pokemon players tend to find something to complain. Case in point, when Mega Delphox's ability has been officially announced as Levitate, people are complaining that, hey, it can't use Expanding Force in VGC. But I'm like, if this thing's ability is not Levitate, you'll be complaining that, hey, this thing is broken. It can use Expanding Force. We will always have something that we're unhappy about, unfortunately.
Low-key, I can actually see some weird fuckers in VGC using a gravity Delphox expanding force set. I can see that being a thing.
No. Look. This thing called Armor Rouge. If you want to run a whole strat around expanding force with fire and psychic attack, just run Armor Rouge, mate.
Is Armor Rouge isn't as strong though, is it?
It's not as strong, but it has an item slot.
That's true, yeah. You're right. I think Delphox probably won't have any niche in VGC. Anyway, look, we'll save Delphox for later. Those two are both
Indeed.
fast, so let's do another one. Chandelure.
Sure.
Okay. Chandelure though.
Oh, you're a disappointment, Chandelure, my boy.
Stats wise,
Why are you only 90 speed?
Isn't that an upgrade from its? Yeah, it's an
It
upgrade.
is. But like 90 speed as a attacker is not good.
Yeah, it's
And
a
you can
bit
try to
behind the
pretend you are
times.
that guy, but you're not bulky with that
I
60
mean-
HP set.
I mean, low key 60, 110, 110. That's not awful.
Okay, it also didn't get Shadow Tag. Well, okay, the pet mod didn't give it Shadow Tag like we all thought it would.
What did it get? I don't remember.
It has Magic Guard.
I mean, that's kind of iffy.
Magic Guard is a great ability.
It's a good
great
ability. I'm just wondering how good it is for it. I think it not taking rocks damage is really nice, actually.
Yeah, and it can switch into any toxic and what have you.
Yeah, I think it's actually gonna be semi-solid in like standard play because of that. Like it can switch in freely to toxics and not worry about hazards, which I think will open up. It'll give it the free switch-ins it needs to be able to then scare shit out with a 175 base power Shadow Ball. You know what I mean?
It's a bit difficult to gauge because in Generation 8, Blacephalon was the de facto Ghost and Fire type attacker, and even that thing with its 3-digit speed stat tend to want to always run Choice Scarf. So by extension, in the lower tiers, yeah, 107, it still wants to run Choice Scarf. In the lower tier, Chandelure wants to run Choice Scarf too. 90 base stat and
Wow,
you're locked out of
okay.
a Choice Scarf. That speed stat means you are instantly out of contention from most offense teams.
Okay, I
So
do agree with you overall, but I also think you're comparing it maybe too much to Blacephalon, because
Well, it's same speed
Blacephalon
stat, same typing, and a similar stat spread.
similar is very fucking rude, I think. 53, 53, 79 compared to 60, 110, 110. And with the ability Magic Guard, it gives it so much more opportunity than just its stats alone. Because as you said, it can easily swap into any status moves and not care. It doesn't take the rocks damage that like Blacephalon would do. And with its defenses, it actually can swap into things. If you say go like max HP, max special attack, or you know whatever speed you need in the metagame, it actually
It's
can. I can see it
It's a
being worth a thing.
It's a bit unclear. It's a bit unclear to me because when so we need to agree on one thing that this mon is going to be a specialized style breaker or wall breaker.
I think that's fair. It'll definitely be a
Yeah.
breaker.
Okay, the issue is if you are a stall or wall breaker, you need to have somewhat of a recourse against offense teams that are faster than you. For instance, Crawdont, the purest form of Wall Breaker, it has Aqua Jet to still be effective against offense. Hooper Unbound, it can run Scarf, and it has the AV set that I can use to cushion a special move. Even the Mega Darkrai that we just discussed, it has Sucker Punch to function against offense team. This thing, anything faster than it, an offensive model that is faster than it, can just kill it. Even when you invest fully into HP with Magic Guard, it will help, but it will be killed by a lot of things straight away.
I mean, look, if you're running with, HP invest, you can and probably switch into a Weavile. Sorry, not switch in, but like you can take a hit from a Weavile.
Yeah. Yeah, and Weavile is usually known as, either having hazard support or it'll be
Well, it's like
somehow
that's just
getting
it. It
support.
doesn't need hazard support because it's got Magic Guard.
Okay, I suppose that's fair. Okay, so it's set. It needs to be a max HP, max special attack sort of
Breaker, yeah.
specialized set. Try to be bulky and strong at the same time. It can
Yeah.
work.
I
just
do
don't
think
think it
I
will
do
ever
see what
work
you're
in
saying. I
OU.
think it'll be no, it's never going to be OU. Absolutely not. I do see what you're saying. I think it will be on the more niche side, but I can see
Yeah.
it either being high like RU or maybe even low UU personally.
Depends on the power level. Even in UU right now, we have some pretty strong Pokemon. Like Iron Jugulus will be able to crush this thing, I'm pretty sure. You have Hydreigon in UU, Greninja in OU. Oh, sorry, Greninja in UU. The environment there is no longer friendly to a not fast enough attacker with a fire and ghost typing with a lot of weaknesses.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm gonna put it, I think, at the top of RU. Thoughts?
Yeah. Yeah, I am a bit harsh on this one because I was really looking forward to Shadow Tag. If it got Shadow Tag, it will be, oh my god, instantly banned to Ubers in singles, and it can
Yeah.
even potentially give Mega Gengar a run for his money in VGC.
I don't think it'll give Mega Gengar a run for its money because Gengar is much faster.
It's much faster, but having the fire typing means its coverage extends to steel types.
Yeah, but steel types don't resist Shadow Ball anyway.
Yeah, no, but able to remove steel type. Now that is appealing. Really appealing.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah. Happy
Yep.
with where Mega Chandelure is. Just wish it has Shadow Tag.
If it has Shadow Tag, probably up to Ubers, yeah. But without it, I think with the Magic Guard set, I think RU is a good place for it, to be honest.
Yeah, please make it happen. Thank you very much.
Alright, we are going to leave this as a part 1 right here. We will be back for part 2. Yes.
Potentially.
Potentially? What do you mean potentially? We can't half-ass a video.
I never half-ass anything. I whole-ass half a thing. Okay. I'm sorry.
Why are you like this?
I apologize for my existence.
As you should. Alright,
Thank
yeah.
you.
We'll leave it here. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Okay.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Good day, everybody. Welcome
No.
back. He's in pain already. It's exactly what I like.
Fantastic.
Yes, we are back. I had to refill in the tier list and write this shit again because it broke, but it's fine. Yeah. Ready to jump in?
Calling it fine is a bit of a stretch, but let's do this anyway.
Golurk. What the fuck does a Golurk do?
I like Golurk as a Pokemon a lot. I find the ground and ghost typing really convincing to the point that I even drafted Runerigus this season. But yeah, I think offensively and defensively it has some really unique
adaptability.
Yes. This thing learns Earthquake and Poltergeist.
Yeah, it also could potentially keep No Guard and be No Guard dynamic punching and annoying things.
Even without adaptability, Poltergeist off of 159 attack. It's very good.
Yeah.
It hit almost as hard as Primal Groudon running Earthquake. Actually, no, that's a cut because Primal Groudon gets to run Precipice Blade. I apologize, Groudon.
I mean, it's still pretty
I
fucking
apologize.
crazy. 159 base attack. That's fucking insane, right?
Yeah.
Especially with the adaptability too. Like fuck.
Yeah, this thing has some pretty unique resistances, specifically the combination of electric and fighting immunity. Pretty rare.
Iron Hands is spinning in his grave right now.
Yeah, pretty much. This thing will be a pretty good answer to metas where electric types are super powerful. Yeah, and it has Stone Edge to hit the flying types that it doesn't already hit. I think Ice Punch too.
Yeah, I
Um,
can't. It does, but I can't lie. I feel like for a Mega, its stats are kind of underwhelming. Don't get me wrong. 159 attack with adaptability is stupid, but like, I don't know about you. I always pictured Golurk being a lot more defensive, but like, even as a Mega, 89, 105, 105, it's not.
understand.
And
Yeah.
especially with that 55 speed tier, right? It's just kind
I,
of.
yeah, I don't think this thing will. I don't think this thing will bother with running too much speed. Maybe just enough to outspeed like min speed, Clefable, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
I think we'll largely invest into HP, try to be tanky in that regard, which it actually does well because it has a much more convincing defensive typing.
Yeah. Looking at
Uh,
Golurk, it's
yeah.
currently in PU, and I'm not gonna lie, even with Mega, I can't imagine it being above NU, right?
Yeah, I think NU is a good place to put
I'm gonna
it.
put
The
it at the
fact
top
is
of
ground
NU
type
though.
competition. Yeah, ground type competition is insane. OU, you have the Landos. If assuming Lando Incarnate doesn't get banned again, you have Excadrill, Gliscor, Great Tusk, Iron Treads, and you have Excadrill Base. Um, and RU, I'm not quite sure about RU. I think Crocodile is currently some of the best ground type in RU,
My
if I'm not
goat, my
mistaken.
goat. I really wish they
You're
gave Crook a Mega. He deserves it, you know.
No thanks. You got Side Dog in RU2, so this thing will be competing with those. And power level wise, you can definitely say, hey, I'm way stronger than those guys. So
Yeah,
yeah, running
but in other
running your
terms,
Mega
I
on
feel
a
like it's
great
gonna be
side.
lacking. I can definitely. I feel like at best its peak would be RU, but I think NU is more likely to be honest.
I'm happy for it to go there, but I think I do think it is more convincing of a Pokemon than like Mega Scrafty because its game plan is very clear. It has Rock and it can hit hard.
To be fair, we were debating putting Scrafty in NU2 as well. To be fair,
I suppose, yeah. I kind of feel bad putting Mega Golurk up below Scrafty. I think maybe yeah. I like that placement, or either way, we can drag them both down to D tier, but I think C tier is not too far of a stretch, in my
yeah,
opinion, at least.
we're gonna work off what their peak could be. So I think that's a good place for it.
Okie dokie.
All right, we got our big man, Chesnaught here.
Oh, this thing is insane during the pre-DLC Mega Tournament. It has some really good usage. So this thing, its defense is so high, it will run fully special defense and HP, and it will be just bulky on both sides.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
also got enough attack to not be like
uh,
passive either.
not it's not too passive, but the grass and fighting is not the best attacking type.
It's not, but also close combat and Warhammer is kind of sexy though.
I kind of assume this thing will want to run body press over close combat for most of the situations,
That's fair. That's fair.
especially given that defense that holy cow.
I could
Um,
Loki. I could actually see Swords Dance sets becoming fairly popular.
even yeah, I've seen Sword Stance. I've even seen Belly Drum.
This thing gets belly
And
drum.
I think it learns Belly Drum in an egg move setting. I'm pretty sure in
Hold on, hold
previous
on, hold on.
generation.
Let's check the Nat Dex.
We fact checked it. We fact checked it.
Yeah, we fact check this. Uh, fucking Chesnaught. Belly. It does get belly drum. Holy shit. Honestly, I could actually see this being like a pretty good belly drum attacker, low key. Because it's got enough bulk that it can definitely live a hit afterwards. Although it's kind of
Yeah.
its speed though, because it'll live a hit while it drums, right? But can it live 2 hits on the for that kind of thing?
Yeah, so the belly drum set was ran when this thing's fan ability was Grassy Surge. That is no longer the case. In fact, we have official confirmation that this thing's ability will be bulletproof. So I don't
Yeah.
think belly drum set will be as viable because with that set, what you could do was to run Grassy Glide to immediately invalidate your low speed, and that was crazy.
This thing gets Grassy Glide?
Almost every grass type gets Grassy Glide apart from Tapu Bulu.
They really just fucking hate Tapu Bulu, man.
Yep. They thought giving those terrain-based moves to the Tapus might be too broken. And I do agree. Imagine expanding Force Tapu Lele or surging voltage Tapu Koko.
Isn't it Rising Voltage?
Oh, whatever it's called, man.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, for a while they gave Coco, not like the game, but like the draft community using one of the DLC rule sets before it came out based off the leaks. They gave that thing like CC and Rising Voltage actually.
And it's broken.
Yeah, it was fucking ridiculous. I remember I actually had it that season. It was dumb as fuck.
Yep. Back to Chesnaught though. That defensive profile is very interesting because it matches well against the dark types, the ground types that tend to run OU quite a bit. I can see it as a UU's mainstay with occasional usage in OU type deal, kind of similar to
I would agree with
Heatran
that.
Crossfire.
I can agree
Yeah.
with that, to be honest. I think high UU that will sometimes go into OU is pretty correct for it, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of have the same assessment for both Mega Chestnut and Mega Meganium in that regard because they're both grass type that does really well against ground types and dark types, but they have slightly different profile, right?
Yeah, that's fair. Um, okay, Delphox. Delphox, I'm actually kind of high for. I can't lie. I'm thinking is OU. I'm high on
Power.
Delphox.
Yeah, no. Let's look at the stats first. Delphos has some really, really good stats as
I
a
mean, look at
defensive
this shit.
Pokemon.
159 in special attack. This thing is stronger, bulkier, and faster than Fluttermane.
Yeah, I remember. I think I remember Lord Rabia saying on a stream that this thing is Uber's with Blaze, which I no longer agree with because we have gotten some severe power creep somehow in the same game.
Yeah, right. I don't think
Yeah.
it'll be. Well, actually, hang on. I think this thing is like on par with Fluttermane. It's 1 point slower, stronger without boosting, and it's bulkier on both sides. But it has to manually boost, unlike, Spec, Scarf, or Booster Energy. It has to, Calm Mind or Nasty Plot by itself. But it does also have Sub, which I think is cool, and it's got a better move pool. No, it's not arguable. It has a better move pool.
No, I think calling this thing Unpassed Fluttermane is a bit of a heresy, to be completely honest with you. The biggest difference
It's just
being
item
that
locked
there's
Fluttermane.
there's no type that resists both Shadow Ball and Moonblast unless your name is a certain Mega Pokemon that we will discuss later.
What resists Fire and Psychic?
Quite a few. You have the slow family.
That's
That's
true.
the biggest one that immediately stands out.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. The slow family will always have a place in OU, so therefore this thing
Sure,
will
but
almost always have a natural check.
you do have Shadow Ball and fucking Silverwind if you want that shit, I guess. But like,
You
I don't know.
do. You do.
Calm
This
Mind
thing
or
is very
Nasty
strong.
Plot. Like dual stab, Nasty Plot, and Shadow Ball. I feel like what more do you need?
Yeah, no. Okay. So if we discount the existence of Dragapult, sorry, not even Dragapult. Let's not talk about that. If we discount the existence of the Z Megas, this thing will be running OU as the best fast special attackers available.
Yeah.
But because the Z Megas exist, they will always be there to annoy the heck out of this thing.
Yeah, that's actually so true. Damn it, Davis.
Yeah. Sorry, what?
I said, damn it, Davis. I hate when you're right.
Thank you. That's kind of
I want my Delphox to be good, but you're right. With the Z Megas, it's fucking crazy how much power creep happened in the same fucking game. But yeah,
That's literally what I said. Yeah.
yeah, with the Z Megas there, you're right. This thing will just kind of get clowned on it every which way because faster, super effective moves. Faster will just drop a Draco or hell. Actually, I was gonna say Earthquake, but no, actually. Will Draco kill? I don't think it will actually.
It has high enough special defense that Draco probably won't kill, I imagine.
But also, it can't do that much back. Like, I mean, Nasty Plot Shadow Ball will fucking hurt. I don't know if it'll kill though.
Yeah, I just realized that. So if it runs a set like Fire Blast, Dazzling Gleam, Shadow Ball, and Nasty Plot, it'll be really good already. It doesn't really need Psychic even. Well, I mean,
No.
okay, it wants to have Psychic against the bulky Water type. Okay, so yeah, honestly, Flash Fire Heatran would be a decent enough counter to this thing if it doesn't run Focus Blast. Okay, so in terms of ranking,
Wait. It's got Scorching Sands.
okay, well, damn.
I'm just like, wait a minute. I think I saw Scorching Sands down here. Let me double check that.
Damn,
Yeah,
damn.
it's got
Heatran
Scorching
is
Sands.
So close. He's so close to greatness, but as always, yeah. Okay.
I think
all right.
putting it like here in OU is a good spot for it. I can see it being UUBL though.
No. I genuinely okay. This thing first and foremost is better than Raichu Y in my opinion. Higher speed stat, more versatile. More versatile attacking moves,
That's fair.
and
You're right.
no natural immunity to his most spammable Fire Blast unless you're Heatran.
That's fair. Yeah.
Yeah. It is only really hampered by the fact that it's outsped by the Z Megas, but that's an issue a lot of these Pokemon will have to deal with later down the line.
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
Damn it, Davis.
Like I said, it's the reason why I get up to bed every morning. I want to be right against you specifically.
I love you too, buddy.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
I think this is. I definitely think it'll be OU, but honestly, I can definitely see a weird world where the metagame isn't likable for it, so could drop to like UU and then get banned and go into BL.
It tends to happen to a lot of offensive Pokemon.
Especially
Yeah.
with Darkrai there, right? Like this thing kind of gets revenge killed, maybe potentially easily by two different Dark type Megas, you know?
Yeah, no, I can
One
see it
Sucker
coming.
Punch from this and maybe one Shadow Sneak from this. I don't think it's that strong, unfortunately. But like, you know,
It will be pretty hard to predict how this thing lands because OU has a tendency to recoil really hard against a strong offensive Pokemon, even wanting to ban it. But then later on the generation, they'll be like, hey, this thing's fine. Prime example being Mega Altaria in XY. They were thinking about banning this thing to Ubers, but now it's not
Wait,
even
what?
getting used anymore.
that thing was ever.
Yeah. Yeah, it has a really unique defensive profile and it's
Look,
attacking.
I'm not saying it's bad. I just would never
Yeah,
expect
but-
that thing to be on a Ubers.
That's the thing because its attacking sets being mostly fairy and ground. It's too unique. OU hasn't seen that combo before that it couldn't adapt fast enough, so they think it's broken. Similarly, yeah, a fire and psychic spamming Pokemon has never really been good in OU ever, if I recall correctly.
I mean,
yeah,
how many
Victini
fire
doesn't-
psychic types are there again? Could you just remind me of that?
Just Victini's the biggest example, but Victini doesn't even run Zen Headbutt most of the time. It runs Recreate and
But
Ball Strike and
can we also throw out that by the time Victini was introduced, base 100 across the board was kind of not hitting it anymore.
Yeah, I mean, it was still getting usage in OU, right? Not in Black and White, but in XY, it was definitely a thing.
It was, but even that's what I mean. By that point, it was already lagging behind stat wise, right? Like,
Yeah, which goes further into my point. OU has never really needed to adapt to a fast and strong Psychic and Fire type.
yeah,
Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how this thing shapes the metagame around it. I'm not sure. Hisuian Samurott has the natural resistance to it, but it will get cooked by Dazzling Gleam.
or energy.
It's a
Ball.
bit of, yeah, it's a bit of a give and take. So
Yeah.
I think placing A tier definitely.
Yeah.
Just how high in the A tier we will have to see.
Yeah, I could see it being very. Honestly, this might be a weird take, but I can see it being a very much standard middle of the pack kind of thing. Because it has a
Potentially,
lot
yeah.
of pros, but it also has a decent amount of cons that I think it'll end up being really balanced in a weird way.
Yeah, maybe. I can sort of see Great Tusk forming a pretty good combination with this thing. Yeah, Great Tusk being good against the Dark types,
Yeah, I can
and
see that.
yeah, removing Hazard for it, and also physical special combo, right?
Could also low key, if Darkrai becomes like popular, I could also very much see like a justified Returnal thing.
What do you mean, the Swords and Justice?
Yeah, like the Swords of Justice having a good like niche to
Potentially.
come in, take a boost, fuck something.
Yeah. Honestly, Keldeo now having Ice Beam,
And Earth Power.
really makes a difference. And Earth Power, yeah. I think Keldeo is coming back to OU.
I think so too, to be honest. I think things kind of a menace now. Like
Yeah,
calm
I
mindsets, I feel like are just so threatening. Like how do you switch into Earth Power, Ice Beam, and fighting Water Stab?
Yeah, especially have
Obviously, you
Earth
can't
Power
run all
for
of that, but like
attacks.
all that's still pretty fucking nuts.
Yeah. Keldeo probably deserves its own video where we discuss the biggest winners of the existing Pokemon in Legends ZA.
Low key,
But
I'd be
yeah,
down for that.
we have some pretty good fighting times at this point. The dark types won't be an issue really for this thing, even the faster ones, if we
Yeah.
have proper team support. So yeah, A tier definitely.
Speaking of fast dark types, Greninja, he's
I,
going somewhere to OU.
it is faster than Delphox, not as strong, like not even close to as strong, but it is still strong.
And it's also, I can't lie, when I first started looking at Greninja for my matchup against Will, I didn't realize they actually buffed this thing's fucking defenses. That's how frail it was. I didn't realize they buffed its defenses by both by 10. Which,
Yeah, we don't need to
honestly,
talk
I
about
think says a
defenses.
lot about base Greninja. I think base Greninja is one of the most overrated Pokemon, in draft.
Say, God, say Greninja's overrated to any people who played in Generation 6 and 7, and they will give you
Okay, look,
sensitive
in
rating.
6 or 7, yeah, absolutely. But, like, in Gen 8 and 9 draft league, I think it's overrated. Straight up.
That speed tier is nice, but Protean having been nerfed is a major hit to it. I will say Protean was nerfed for this Pokemon,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
specifically.
I can't
Yeah.
believe it took until Generation 8 to nerf it. I thought they would have done it in 7, to be honest.
Yeah. But let's go back to the stats. So this thing, right, it doesn't quite approach its Ash Greninja glory days, but it
No.
is close. Actually, can you go back to Ash Greninja? What's the speed tier of Ash Greninja?
It's a bit slower.
Okay,
It's 10 slower.
it's faster than Ash Gran.
Basically, you take out
Yes.
10 speed and give it 20 more special attack. And actually, 20 more both attacks. Fuck.
Yeah. So obviously, what's the biggest difference between the two forms? It is a lot as an item, so power-wise, it will not even compare. It can't brute force things with Dark Pulse and
Well, that's
Hydro
the thing.
Pump.
It's also got 20 less in both attacking stats. Like, Ash Greninja is
Right.
just straight up better than it in every way.
Yeah. Its coverage is still unmatched. It will pretty much have a thing for anything.
Yeah.
The only thing it doesn't get is fire move now because Hidden Power got taken away.
But even
Um,
then, what does it need hidden power for when it's got Gunk Shot? Ferrothorn, but we don't talk about Ferrothorn.
and Sizzle, yeah, and Sizzle.
And Sizzle.
Yeah. So for the most
You
part,
know,
this
the
thing
way...
will operate
Hang
the
on,
same way it
hang on.
did.
The way I just
Yeah.
said we don't talk about Ferrothorn just made me think of the stupid Disney we don't talk about Bruno thing.
Well, just well. Well, okay. So base Greninja, it has seen some usage at the start of Generation 9, but it's not really there anymore.
No.
I think Life Orb Greninja will be stronger than than Mega Greninja, by a tiny bit, with
Man,
an amount of
it's
station.
it's more than a tiny bit, I'm telling you.
Okay, so it will be pretty much depending on how valuable that speed key is, which is good. It towers over the 140 base, Mega Delphox included. But again, the Z Megas are faster.
Yeah, I can't lie. I feel like it'll actually get a little bit thrown to the wayside compared to like normal
Yeah.
Greninja.
Yeah, unfortunately, I think normal Greninja is just it's just probably better.
Low key, I
But
actually think this might be a
it is
UU mon somehow.
no, it would be no. It is not even possible that it's in UU. No, 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 no. Give it right back to OU. Right back to OU. Oh my God. Hell no. Hell no. No, 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 no.
I mean,
You have
Greninja is in UU currently, and I'm wondering how much better than it would it be than, like, obviously it is better, but like, would it bother going back up?
the defining difference between OU and UU for a lot of reason has been the speed tier. You cannot possibly have a 144 speed tier monster in UU with that kind of courage, man. That will break the meta game. Uh, I think UUBL potentially because it will face heavy competition from things like Hisuian Samurott or just base Greninja or Keldeo when it gets there, and other dark types that's available like Darkrai.
Yeah, that's what I
Like
mean.
base
I
Darkrai.
just feel like the metagame will bully it. I just
Yeah.
feel like it'll be unviable in the meta.
Yeah, I think it is unfortunately uh outclassed. What it can do is very good, but it is almost outclassed in this role by other Pokemon already.
I mean, yeah, either one of these two dark types right next to it are kind of do what it does, but better, arguably.
Yeah, we'll have to see again how valuable that speed stat is.
Well, this one
But
is just faster, and this one has Dark Aura Sucker Punch. Like,
well, having a naturally high speed stat means you can still unleash some pretty strong Hydro Pump. My thinking is it will depend on the water type competition it gains in the new generation. Keldeo is a big one. Keldeo has comparable power, better bulk and defensive utilities,
not to mention
and no
Vacuum
mega
Wave.
restriction. It has Vacuum Wave too, yeah. So it similarly fulfills a Revenge Killer niche as well.
Hold up. Keldeo, Boots Attack
Yeah,
for sure, compared
yeah.
to
Only a
Greninja.
tiny bit weaker than Greninja. And if we account for choice backs and stuff, it's just stronger than Greninja.
Yeah, but also I was just wondering, like, how much can a Revenge Kill Vacuum Wave do? And like, Specs won't kill, but like after rocks it will.
Uh,
Like this
it,
is I'm
it is
strictly
going to be a good Pokemon, trust me.
I'm just strictly saying like Keldeo can Revenge Kill this thing without any issue whatsoever, right? That's what
Yeah,
I'm
and
getting at.
Greninja has to run Extra Sensory to even threaten Keldeo, and that is with Protean boost.
Yeah.
Yeah, not even Psychic, Extra Sensory.
Yeah, that's not great. Honestly, with that, it doesn't even need. It can just run Aura Sphere. It doesn't need Vacuum Wave when that's the best it
Yeah,
gets.
correct.
And this is assuming that it doesn't. It's not already locked into a different fucking type. You know.
Yep.
I feel
Um,
like I feel like we need to at this point we need to have a tier just here for UUBL probably and just throw these three in it.
We have definitely reached the point where UBL is a playable tier now. But yeah. Oh wait, no, you're talking about no. Oh, you're talking about that? Sure, why not?
Like I low-key am
Maybe.
kind of thinking these three can just
Uh, Mega Scum too. I would be fine with Mega Scum being back in A tier, but
Yeah.
sure if you want to play this way.
This is what I'm thinking about. I think depending on the metagame, I can see all three of these guys being in UUBL.
Sure.
Like more
Okay.
likely than anything else.
Okie doke.
Um,
Yeah. I'm happy with the where that is currently. Yeah. All right.
yeah. I want to check something real quick. Where is Skarmory currently? It is in
It is
UU.
OU.
It's UU.
It's UU with a very high viability in OU.
Apparently, it's still got some fucking viability in Ubers. What the fuck?
Yes, it still does.
That's crazy. It still has viability in Ubers.
Yeah, welcome to
Um,
Scarlet Gaming.
Yeah. Skarmory, at this point, don't get me wrong, it's obviously been a mainstay forever, but like at this point, it's insane with these stats. These stats aren't very good anymore. How is this man still doing things in Ubers? Like, what do you mean?
The having access to Hazard being a steel type is just valuable. We haven't really had okay, apart from Necrozma Dawnwing, no Dawnwing, Dusk Mane, we haven't really had a uber caliber steel type that can lay hazard. And even still, spikes are still beyond the reach of steel types for strictly uber Pokemons.
Yeah,
This
that's
thing has
true.
been viable in Ubers since since Gen 2. I think only Generation 3 it wasn't viable in Ubers because Metagross and Jirachi tend to do it better.
Well, it
Oh,
still
wait, no, it
has.
has to.
I'll say it's still yeah. I'll say this thing's been OU or Uber in every gen until I think 7 or 8 is when it first fell to UU.
No, it still has an Uber niche. Yeah, no. It has
Okay,
an
yeah,
Uber
it
niche
was
in
Gen
every
8 when it
generation.
first fell to UU, and that's only because Corviknight, right? That's the only reason this thing fell to UU, but it still had play in AG, Uber, and OU. Like, thing's kind of just a fucking monster.
Yeah, Corviknight does not lay hazard itself. That makes it worse than Skarmory in Ubers. Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
still
think it's going to go back to A. I
Yeah, I
personally
was gonna
think
say
it's going to
I
go back
think I've been I might have been underestimating our guy. These guys though, I still do think they're more likely than anything to be in UUBL.
Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Okay.
Should we
All right.
put this here too because we think it'll be UUBL?
Frosslass?
But that's the thing. We think this is the thing that I'm unsure about. We think these guys have a chance in OU. I don't think this thing has a chance in OU. I think it's gonna be UUBL though.
I mean, potentially because its ability it was forecasted to be Snow Warning, no pun
Yeah.
intended.
The pun was entirely intended. Don't lie to me.
No. Blizzard will hurt. It could hold a valuable niche because currently the best ice type attackers are Chen Pao, which is banned to Ubers, Weavile, and Kyurem. So having a Pokemon that is faster than Kyurem off base could be valuable. And it can replicate what Kyurem does with his Ball Beam combo, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
So okay, UBL for the time being, I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Pyroar. Pyroar, I think, is really gonna be mid.
Yeah, it's a
Because they just took Pyroar and put it 20 in every stat, which is cool and all, and they've got Drought, so it's just faster but weaker Zardwai.
yeah. I think Zawai still entirely outclasses this thing.
Yeah.
Having the flying typing makes it immune to Spike, even though it makes it weaker to Stealth Rock. The power level is just yeah, this thing's way stronger.
Yeah, way
Mega
stronger.
Zawai. Having Roost as well, because having longevity on your weather setter is very important, even though you're weak to Stealth Rock, right? The Yeah, Mega. I don't know. I don't know. Mega Pyro, because it's a sun setter, it will immediately make it viable, I think, at least in RU, maybe even in UU, because
I mean, what tier
it's
is
been an
Mega Charizard in Nat Dex?
it's OU, man. It's high OU.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's leading things like Great Tusk and stuff into like a really viable sun strategy.
I feel like it's
I think
only
it'll be
here because
UU.
I think it'll only be UU because of Drought alone.
I mean, yeah, Drought's an amazing ability. Traditionally in the UU tier, you typically see Weather War, uh, either being really good or just being banned. Think Hippowdon.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, at one point, I believe in Gen 4 as well, you have a Bomber Snow being banned from UU too.
Yeah, actually, I think yeah, you're right. And then also fucking Frosslass got banned for Snowcloak for a while too.
Yeah, that did happen. So I think
Gen
this
4
thing
was a
could be
funky
UU.
time. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think UU, but I think it'll be lower end of UU. I think it'll only be in UU because of Drought. So if it doesn't keep Drought, I can see this thing going to like NU, to be honest.
Yeah, definitely. It will depend on what other sun benefiting Pokemon is available in UU. So Great Tusk has never been down there in UU. So the monster you will have are something like Slitherwings, maybe base Venusaur as a Clefable Sweeper. I don't even think you will get Hisoon Ligand because that thing might be banned to UUBL.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave it at UU for now. I think that's reasonable.
Yeah, for the time being. But if there's no good sun Pokemon to go alongside it, this thing might just I don't know, go back to RU.
Yeah. Alright, Mega Floette. I think this thing is really mid. What tier's Florges in?
Okay. But this thing was given the ability Regenerator in the pet mod, which I don't think it will keep, but it's possible.
Man, do you remember the first, like the pre-DLC Mega ability this thing fucking had?
I don't. What was the ability?
So before the DLC, when they changed a bunch of the abilities, this thing was given a custom ability which gave it Regenerator and a ability called Aegis that they were going to be like, oh yeah, every turn this thing is on field, all Mega Pokemon take Rocky Helmet damage just by existing.
Oh, that's why the thing was running Protect.
Yeah, because that was this fucking... It's like, yeah, let's just give it fucking... What, 16% recoil for existing? Like, what the fuck? Is it 12 or 16%? I can't remember.
Okay, so this thing's biggest claim to fame is signature move, or was it Light Up in the Sky? Wait, that's on the
No, Light That
not
Burns the
Floette Cannon.
Sky is thing. Yeah,
It
Light
has
of
a move,
Ruin.
it has a move.
Light of Ruin.
Light of Ruin, that's it, yeah. By far the most disgustingly strong fairy type attack in the game. Because it has more sustained power than Floette Cannon, even from Meloetta. So not Meloetta, the freaking Meganium.
Light of Ruin deals damage, but the user receives half the damage it inflicts in recoil. I mean,
Correct.
Is it though? 50% recoil is pretty fucking high.
It is pretty high, but if we account for the regenerator, it helps offset it.
That's
this
true.
thing also learned Draining Kiss, Synthesis, Leech Seed, I'm pretty sure.
God,
And
this
if you
thing is
have
toxic.
if you have an odd number HP, you actually can use this move twice in a row without actually fainting.
Mind blown looking ass.
Yeah, so 155 special attack with Light of Ruin. It doesn't even need to run Light of Ruin because it has Moonblast too.
Yeah.
It will be one of the stronger, probably the strongest actually, just Moonblast in OU that we have ever seen.
Likely, but honestly, I'm not sure if this thing will even be in OU, because while it's strong, I feel like it's just not... I feel like it's fucking Rampardo syndrome. It's strong, but it just doesn't have enough else there. I feel like it'll be a UU.
Okay, so this thing has no coverage, basically. It has Psychic to hit Steel type. It does not have anything to hit... Sorry, it has Psychic to hit a Poison type. It doesn't have anything to hit Steel type. But that sheer power alone, unless you're a Heatran, even Goldango doesn't take this thing's Moonblast very comfortably, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. Yeah, your typical recover, nasty plot. Yeah, run Moonblast and run like max special attack.
I mean, this is
It
no
can take
bulk.
it. It's not. I know. It can take it, but it's not comfortable. It's a large.
I think it's
a
pretty
very large
comfortable
chunk.
when this is no bulk and it can learn recover. I think that's pretty comfortable.
Okay, this thing also learns Calm Mind.
Okay, let's.
Yeah. So once a team's Steel type has been sufficiently weakened, it can run away with games. I reckon. But I don't think it'll be mainstay OU
I don't
because
think so though, because it's too slow and it's not bulky enough on the physical side. I think, honestly, I think it'll be like UU.
I think it will be I think it might be UBL because I can envision a set where it runs something like Calm Mind, Draining Kiss, Store Power. I think it has an option to boost its defense too, if I'm not mistaken. It's just the sheer power of this thing, of this thing. Some fairy moves are just very difficult to account for, and
Yeah.
fairy is by far the most spammable attacking type in the game.
Yeah,
It has only three resistances,
And
which are all dealt with by a good ground type, and good ground types are really in abundance right now.
yeah, that's true. I can see it. Well, I think AB UUBL is a great place for it. This is basically the maybe depends on the meta tier.
Yeah, I would agree. It is very viable to run a pretty strong anti-fairy team now. You have things like the steel types like Corviknight, you have Iron Moth as well. Like I'm sure I'm missing others too, but like the options are all there.
Yeah.
Having some yogurt.
What?
I'm having some yogurt.
That's nice. Alright, Meowstic is up next. Now, I'm gonna throw out there, I really fuck with Meowstic's design, like, specifically. It reminds me of, like, Twin Rover. Sprite's a little glitched here.
Of course, an emo gay cunt.
What's that?
I called you an emo gay cunt.
You're an emo gay. Actually, I am emo. I'm not gay though. Cunts, maybe. Yeah, I really fuck with this design though. It's I like
It's a
it.
good design, but I'm about to rip into it.
What's- What?
I'm about to rip into its viability.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, look, the only thing this thing beautiful cat with homophobia. Okay. I don't know, man. I'm closing that page. Anyway, I think the only saving grace of this thing is Psychic Surge, cause it's kind of look, it just feels like Delphox, but if it was worse in like every way. Except it can set its Psychic Surge. That's the only saving grace, to not just be a straight downgrade of that thing. Yeah.
Okay, I am back with yogurt.
Welcome back with Yogurt.
Thank you.
This thing has a pretty good move pool, though. They really went out of their way to buff this this generation, to be honest.
This thing it's the first prankster Stealth Rock Pokemon that has ever existed.
Which is crazy to be age. The fact that it's
Yep.
not a rock type at all. Why'd they give this thing Stealth Rocks?
And
Shut up.
spikes.
What's that?
And spikes.
Yeah, they gave this generation alone, they gave this thing in both hazards, as well as, what else did they give? They gave it both hazards, both screens in the one generation. Like, what is this thing?
Mm-hmm.
They also gave it Nasty
Okay.
Claw, right? That was new, I think.
They did indeed. It's neat.
Yeah. Like, why did they do all this? They really wanted this thing to be good, and I'm sorry. I can see it having a niche in VGC as, Psychic Surge and Expanding Force spammer. Actually, it doesn't learn Expanding Force. What? Alright, never mind.
That's the big one.
This thing doesn't get anything in VGC, so therefore I don't care. Anyway, I don't know about you, but I think we just throw this thing in RU and call it a day.
Are we recording?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you get me eating cereal on recording. Fantastic.
Lovely.
Wait, this thing does learn Expanding Force.
What? Where?
It learns Expanding Force in Scarlet and Violet.
Oh, so in Nat Dex, but okay, not in ZA. I mean,
It also learns Expanding Force in Sword and Shield.
interesting.
If it learns Expanding Force,
Well, I think champions
Honestly?
will have a mix. Will basically be Gen 9 and ZA together, right? In terms of like learn sets and shit. So it should have Expanding Force then. Yeah. I think in VGC this thing's gonna be like kind of cracked as like a new Lele essentially.
it will have some competition from Indeedee Male
But that's
because
the thing.
that form has Expanding Force.
It does, but it's also way weaker.
Yes.
It's way weaker, way slower. And less
Indeedee
bulky.
Male's okay. Indeedee Male it can run Scarf in VGC, but also it has another niche where it can run a combination of Trick Room and Imprison, being a Trick Room denier all in one. Yeah, so Meowstic Mega, 124. Okay, in singles, this thing will be pretty much outclassed by Capalele, I believe.
Yeah, and by Delphox. It'll be outclassed by both.
Possibly, yeah. In OU at least.
Yeah.
Is it viable in UU? Potentially, because Psychic Terrain is such a rare commodity, it can enable things like Unburden.
I mean, what Unburdened mons are in UU? Halucha?
You have Halucha, a Sneasel won't ever be allowed there. You also have Grafaiai.
Grafaiai does not count. Shut up. That's not a Pokemon.
They kind of okay, never mind. Alright. Yeah, Halucha alone.
Yeah. Allowing Halucha free reign is pretty nice.
Yeah, I can see it. And it can become a sort of solo Expanding Force Pokemon, yeah.
Yeah, I feel like these two are only in UU because they enable other Pokemon, not because they're actually good enough to be there.
To be fair, that's viable.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay, we've got Malamar. Malamar
No, no,
I don't know
no.
how I feel about Malamar. It's kept contrary. Oh wait, did they give it contrarian? I can't remember. Cause I know at some point it had double contrary. No, okay, they did.
Even if you give this thing double contrary, come on, man.
Yeah. Hang on, why is this thing's stats still so ass?
I know this thing as a mega Pokemon has worse stats from I don't know a rodent you can pick up from the road in Generation 5
I was
somehow.
gonna say this thing has like worse stats than maybe any Mega ever made. What is this?
Yeah, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Now
bro.
there's a rumor that this thing's ability will be the first to auto set Trick Room, in which case it will be instantly viable and worth discussing in VGC.
Yeah. I mean, the funny
Um,
thing is, it's too fast to even abuse its own Trick Room, but just the fact that it'll set it up means it'll have friends that'll abuse it for it, so.
yeah, precisely. You can run like I don't know, lead it with yeah, just lead it with Ursaluna, protect both Pokemon turn one, and then bam,
Yeah.
you might even get into mind games where you delay your Mega Evolution to undo slash reset Trick Room, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. If that does
Um,
end up being true, this thing will be good in VGC, but honestly, in singles, regardless,
no, just F tier. I'm sorry, straight to F tier.
I mean, what tier is fucking Malamar even in, bro?
It is ZU, I'm pretty sure.
If I could spell Malamar.
Spelling is difficult, I feel you.
Yeah, it's in fucking ZU. Look,
Yep.
I'm gonna put this in D tier, I think. Just because only because it is actually an upgrade over its fucking normal form. So this might be like the only mega in PU for you to use, you know?
Fine. Fine. I want to I want to shove it into the depths of F tier so I don't have to look at it again, but sure, why not?
Look, these Pokemon here, you'd rather use their base form most likely. This one, you would at least use it over the base form, right? Maybe only in PU, but like, you know.
Fine. It just feels like an insult that it's in the same tier as like
These other
actually
viable Pokemon.
yeah, they actually have something unique to them.
Alright, here, I've got you.
Oh my god. No, you're drawing attention to the ship.
There we go.
Just call it the Malamar tier, man. Nobody's else gonna be there.
Yeah, probably.
Just make the tier black and just call it Malamar.
Malamar, I choose you. Alright,
Sure, why
anyway.
not? Okay.
Moving on. We've got something that actually might be fun. We've got handy guy. What's his name?
Barnacle boy.
Barnacle boy. Yeah, what's his name? Barbaricle.
I don't know. Barbaricle, yes.
I figured it out. What's this thing's fucking ability again? It's like Tough Claws? Yeah,
They gave it tough claws. This thing is a shell smash super.
Yeah, just for the fact that it has Shell Smash, I feel like it's got to be like UU, right? At least.
Yeah, it has that Terrakion stat combination with tough claws and shell smash.
Yeah, I feel like
And
it's got to
that
be like UU minimum.
Yeah, and those defense step you can easily lift one hit and set up a shell smash, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's got just enough bulk that it could work realistically, right?
Yeah, it feels like the biggest beginner check in the game.
Yeah,
where
it's
it
the
just-
UU noob check. Can you not die to this thing?
Mhm.
Honestly, I think that's a pretty good placement for it.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Okay, well,
Checked by Mega Meganium, by the way. Completely counted by Mega Meganium.
I think it's also completely counted by fucking Chesnaught here too.
Yeah, but look at the drip. He looks like he was born ready to counter this thing from the womb.
I can't tell if you're talking about Chesnaught or Meganium.
Both.
Okay, fair enough.
Yes.
Alright, Dragalge. I can't lie, I'm #1 Dragalge hater. I don't like this thing.
Explain yourself.
It looks ugly and its stats are underwhelming offensively, and defensively, I don't like defensive Pokemon.
I do. They gave this thing Regenerator too in the pet mod.
Yeah, this thing will just kind of, it's just gonna be fat and annoying, you know? I feel like it can't work. I think this thing's only goal in life will be to toxic and wait. And that's just not fun, so therefore I don't
No,
like
no,
it.
no, no. This thing has a really convincing gameplay loop. It can lay Toxic Spike. It has Flip Turn. It can drop a Draco and then Flip Turn out, pretty much invalidating that special attack drop. It also has that unique, Dragon type that isn't weak to Fairy kind of thing. In fact, it destroys Fairies.
Yeah.
Yeah. It also has some Fire coverage and Water coverage, I'm pretty sure. It has Hydro Pump. I'm actually not sure about the Fire coverage.
I kind of vaguely remember it having a fire move at some point.
It has Focus Blast, okay.
Why does this thing get Focus Blast? It also gets Thunderbolt, which is cool.
I don't know.
And Haze. This thing's maybe cracked.
It's a defensive stalwart, as far as I can tell.
Yeah.
With a generator. Yeah. The loss of adaptability isn't really felt, to be fair, because that special attack set is pretty nice. And it will boost your Hydro Pump damage and like Focus Blast damage. So yeah, I think this thing's pretty good.
Yeah, I could see it being in like... Honestly, I could see it being really good in UU because of these two grass types.
Yeah, I can see it. Also, the being a grounded poison type to absorb Toxic Spike, it will of course have to compete with Galarian Slowking in OU. That thing does not occupy a Mega slot and can run Boots, so that'll be instantly more convincing, unfortunately. Yeah, so I think OU might be out of reach for this thing, but you definitely.
Yeah, I can see it being the king of like UU stall.
Yeah. Being a poison type that does not actually resist fairy moves is a bit unfortunate, yeah.
Alright, Hawlucha. Loki, I think Hawlucha is just don't use it.
I will have to begrudgingly agree because Hawlucha's whole thing is the unburdened sleeping set, right?
Yeah. And especially with newcomers to UU in our unburdened fucking Psychic Seed boy here, I think that's going to be what it's going to want to do. I don't think it's going to want to run Mega. And honestly, while it's fine, I guess, Hawlucha, it's nothing fantastic either. I mean, defensively, it's okay. Offensively, it's okay, I guess. And speed-wise, like, it just... Hawlucha has a really solid identity, right? Where I think Hawlucha... I could see it in, like, draft being, like, decently okay as, like, a, what do you call it? As a, like, bulk up roost annoying thing.
But, I don't even see that, to be fair. It can, but, like...
And it's running stamina, so the defense is still there.
Well, you can't have a Mega more expensive than its base form in Draft League. Same reason why you can't have a Mega form in a lower tier than its base form in Smogon.
Exactly.
And whenever you want to use Hawlucha, it's just unburdened Hawlucha is so good.
Yeah, which is why I think it'll just be don't. I just don't think it'll be worth it.
Yeah, I think so. There's also other its ability given by the Pedmon is Stamina, which honestly makes sense. It's not a good ability on Hawlucha, unfortunately, I don't think.
No, I don't think so either. I think it'll be thoroughly underwhelming.
Yeah. You have other flying and fighting type competition for it. You literally have Galarian Zapdos and Mega's Staraptor, which in my opinion completely outclass this thing out of the stratosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Mega Zygarde goes up here. We don't have to talk about it.
Okay, this thing I have very, very, very strong suspicions about. So this thing, if this thing is allowed to freely enter its Mega form, holy shit. Because it has a dragon type stab move that ignores Fairy's invulnerability to dragon moves.
Yes.
But in game, this thing is only allowed to Mega Evolve when it's already in the father form, the complete form.
I mean, even if that is the case, I don't think that's the worst thing ever. It
is. This thing is obviously a Ray Boss type Pokemon that is like Dozogiri, right? Dondozo.
Mega Eternatus type shit, you know?
Yeah, well, that's never been allowed, you know?
Yeah.
Okay, so the biggest difference between Mega Zygarde and the other Zygarde forms is that it's a special attacker. So
Yeah.
you can't even run a set that is good before a Mega evolves. You want to maximize this thing. At best, you will need to dedicate a move slot so that it can still actually run special attacks in its Mega form. And move slots are really precious nowadays.
Low key, I can run it. I can see it being like a sub spammer to, like, it'll substitute twice, reach 50% health, go to complete form with power construct, get all its health back, then mega evolve.
It can try to do that, yeah. And honestly, I don't know because in the regular forms, it can still run an item to help it achieve that end stage, but it doesn't get to do that if it holds a Mega Stone.
I don't know, man. I think this thing is an AGmon, to be frank.
I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. Like I said, spamming substitute might be an option, but this thing has a lot of common weakness like ice and fairy too. It is bulky. It is freaking really bulky.
I say with
but it's not that-
fucking 216, like,
Yeah. It's also not that fast though. So even the substitute spam mode might be easily shut down by something.
give me a good fairy type.
Yeah, we'll have to see. Maybe something like substitute glare and then what's that move's name actually? The move I was talking about.
I don't
Um,
remember.
I'll look it up. Like
I can't see it in the ZA move list.
yeah, because the website's crap.
Fuck you.
Yes. It learns a move called Nile Light. It has 200 base power. 200 base power that ignores fairy types immunity. Uh-huh. And the move gets upgraded to Heavy Core Enforcer when it's Mega Evolved.
Okay, can I
I don't know
also
what the...
can I also throw out? It doesn't even show up on Showdown at the moment. There is no Nile Light.
Correct. Just open this link that I will send to your DM and scroll to the bottom page where it shows a move called Nile Light. It is absolutely insane because it has 200 base power. You will need to click on the Legend CA tab. Yeah, there you go. Nile Light.
Yeah. Oh wait, it's also a physical attack? What?
No, so this move is physical when it's not Mega Evolved, and it becomes special when it's Mega Evolved, I'm pretty sure.
Right, okay, that's fine then. I don't give a shit.
It's just ridiculous. So they literally created a move where it can potentially run it in base form and still be viable when it's Mega Evolved. Like they literally made a Photon Geyser clone for this thing.
Okay, I'm just throwing this out here. Check this calc out, my guy. Check this calc out.
Yes.
Mega Zygarde with 0 EVs, full stop. 0 EVs, hardy nature, right? Nihil Light will Oko, no bulk, Mega Floette.
I understand. Counter argument. While you are trying to get to your Big Daddy form, other Pokemon can just set up on you. It's kind of like the Charizard syndrome in Generation 3, where you run a Pinchberry set. People who know what's going on will just not attack you and try to set up on you. And then you have to switch out yourself.
Even with that, there's no way this thing will be allowed in OU, even if it has problems. At worst, I can see it being like, UUBers or something like that if it doesn't fit into the metagame. But that's if it doesn't fit into the metagame, or if you have to force it to Mega Evolve the other way. I can just see the Mega Stone being banned regardless.
I think it'll be fine, Ubers. Call me insane. But I think it'll be fine, Ubers.
Perhaps. I don't know.
Maybe it will be banned to AG, but yeah, definitely S tier for sure.
Oh yeah.
And I'm more concerned about implication in VGC though, because okay, enabling Mega Zygarde complete. Sorry, Zygarde complete was a bit of a difficult task. It
And
pretty
was-
much required a comfy to be glued to his ass.
Also, it's probably just wasn't worth it. But with Mega Zygarde, is it worth it? I don't know, dog.
I think it's worth it with Mega Zygarde because you will then okay. What you need, right? You have two scenarios. You can run something like Amoonguss and this thing's lead. Amoonguss will run Focus Sash, Rage Powder, and you just run Substitute turn 1.
Yeah.
And then you will try to, I don't know, you will have to find a way to activate Granddad form. But then when you do, you just have an instant delete button of everything. There's no walling this thing. I'm pretty sure.
No. I mean, look, I just showed the calc against, the bulky as fuck Mega Floette. It just gets one shot by no EV investment. Bullshit, right?
Correct.
And what more do you like? Okay, sure. If we want to be all gimmicky and goofy, we can max out its defenses. But like,
Still
it's
take 9%. What the fuck?
and like this is a pretty bulky mod. I mean, do you have anything else?
You're
you
not
want me
even modded. You're not even modded.
Yeah, I'm still not even fucking natured up, right? Like,
Oh my god.
is there another Pokemon you want me to calc against?
For the love of it, Calc Zacian, because it's the only Pokemon that'll be able to resist. Okay, that's base Zacian. Not even doing Zacian Crown. My god.
It's hard to calc this, to be honest.
No, only you, my dude.
Well, no, because it doesn't. Nihilite doesn't exist in this, so I have to give it like. So instead of giving it,
typing. I know.
yeah, it's just kind of goofy. But like, yeah, this thing one shots Zacian. I mean, Zacian outspeeds it.
That's base Zacian. Do Zacian Crown because it will have.
Zacian Crown doesn't get better bulk; it gets better offense.
No, but Zacian Crown will resist now live because even though it isn't immune to it, it has the steel typing still, right? I'm pretty sure the thing does not ignore Steel's resistance to Dragon.
I don't think so either.
Good, because Steel types will be able to stand up to it, but of
So
course you have Earth Power.
How do I? Okay, hang on. So we'll get rid of. No, we don't want to get rid of Stab. What?
Oh, just do Draco. Just do Draco.
What do you mean?
Just do Draco and take away Zacian's fairy typing. Easy.
Okay, thank you. I mean,
It still hurts.
72 to 85. I mean.
Yeah, I know.
Eesh.
Again, this thing will be really difficult to support. It will pretty much require it will require Zygarde Mega and like I don't know all the redirection you have in the world.
Yeah.
It will be a competition of who can I KO your redirector faster or can I KO your Pokemon faster?
Yeah. This thing is gonna be weird as fuck. I don't even know, man.
Yeah. The only linchpin being this thing it does not have a way to immediately activate Granddad form.
That we
Even
know
with
of. They fucking might. I mean.
Do not give him belly drum, dear God.
Alright, we got a Crab next. I can't lie,
Yeah.
I think Crab's going to end you.
No. I fuck with the crab. I fuck with the crab.
Look, to me, the Crab is just gonna be worse Golurk, I think.
Oh hell no. First, start with that. Start with the stat. That's good defenses.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And they gave it Ice Scale.
Yeah. Doesn't
gave
Ice
it,
Scale only work for the first hit, though?
No. Ice Scale halves all special attacks damage taken perpetually.
Yeah, that is pretty
Period.
nice. That is pretty cool.
No, this thing is freaking bulky on the special side. Calc, I did a calc the other day. Enamorous Incarnate, Moonblast, does no more than 40% of the thing.
What the fuck? No way.
Yes way. Choice Scarf, Enamorous. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a little bit crazy.
Yeah. Like, if you run this thing with, like, oh, I don't know, Galarian Soaking, the Ice Setter somehow officially in OU.
Yeah. Low-key. Okay. Maybe I judged you too harshly.
This thing, I don't think this thing is as strong as Excalibur.
No.
I say Goyle is a
Loki, I
partner.
can see it being like the king of OU. Sorry, of UU.
It could potentially. That it has coverage for basically everything. It has
Yeah.
the sheer power. It has the
I mean,
bulk to
stabs
trade
alone.
hit.
Look, stabs alone. It kind of fucks with like the other things we think will be top of the list, right?
Yeah, it can run Ice Hammer because it doesn't really care that its speed has been dropped. It's always been expecting to take a hit first.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
in VGC, its Trick Room sets will be fucking good.
Yep, and it'll be really hard to take down as well.
Yeah. All right, Galissapod. This thing's going to OU if it keeps Regenerator. If this
They
thing,
made the most brain dead Pokemon with this thing with Regenerator. You have Sizzle's typing.
you're basically
uh,
just better Sizzle. I'm sorry.
It is better Sizzle. Look at the stat. Look at the stat.
Yeah, 150,
What the
175,
hell?
120. Let's compare that to Mega Sizzle,
You have better bulk
which is
than
150,
Terraform.
140, 100. Yeah, you want 20 more defense and 35 more. Sorry, you want 20 more speed def and 35 more phys def? Fuck yeah, you do. It's even got
Hey.
5 more HP. Fuck you mean?
It has all the right moves in the age of OU slop. It has U-turn, spike, knockoff. It even has
And first impression. Literally, this thing's job will be to come in, first impression, set spikes, U-turn, lead, and repeat.
It doesn't even need to. It doesn't even need to click first impression. Just set rock, click knockoff, U-turn out, Regenerator. That's it.
Yeah, this thing is
it's
stupid as fuck. Just
it's so
straight up.
mundane, but like so good. And that bulk is insane.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Whoever thought this was a good idea?
Oh my
Like,
god.
This thing is.
Um,
If they do give this thing Regenerator, this thing is cracked as fuck. And low key, I kind of do want them to give it Regenerator for the sheer purpose of Galissapod's whole thing is its swapping thing. There's no other ability. If they give it Emergency Exit, it's gonna suck and no one cares. But like, if they give it
Yeah.
another swapping based ability like Regenerator, I think it'll be cracked.
The crazy part is this thing might even be good in VGC despite the prevalence of Incineroar.
Low key, yeah. I mean, Incineroar probably can't even hurt this thing that much, and it's got aqua moves. Fucking
It also got
Liquidation
rock
and
coverage.
does it not have aqua? Yeah, Liquidation and Aqua Jet. I mean, come on, mate. It's got this.
Yeah. I mean, Incineroar will obviously be bad against it, but it is good against so many other Pokemon. We're talking Fluttermane, we're talking Urshifu, we're talking. Iron Hands will get bodied by this thing because it just can't damage it well enough.
Yeah, it's Yeah, this thing's cracked. I'm sorry, this thing's cracked. I feel like maybe putting it below Darkrai is disingenuous.
No. Higher than Darkrai. Higher than
Yeah.
Darkrai. Higher than Raichu.
Yeah.
Honestly, it might be the best on this tier.
I
Yeah,
think maybe put it below Garchomp still.
No. I don't even think is because this thing will be the single best regenerated Pokemon you will ever see.
Yeah, probably. If they give us anything better, then I'm gonna stop playing. Okay.
Probably.
Yeah, no, you're right.
It's insane. It's freaking insane. Even if they keep emergency exit on it, which would be a shame, first and foremost.
It'll probably
But
go
like,
to Yu or something at that point.
yes, I agree. You still have a really stacked typing, but you will lose reliable recovery, which is the whole reason Regenerator is so busted on this thing.
Yeah. This thing's
Um,
cracked.
Hold on, does it have reliable recovery? Gallispod.
I don't think so.
Knockoff, Aquajet, whatever. Leech Life.
Oh shit! Yeah, fuck. Okay. Look, bro's kind of cracked. All right, chill.
Yeah, yeah, OU for sure. I don't think I'm stretching too much when I say it will be one of the best defensive Pokemon OU will ever see.
Yeah, this thing is a fucking monster. Just full stop.
Yeah, this thing with Alomomola. Oh god.
Let's not,
I don't want to
I say
think
let's not
about
discuss that. I don't want to think about that. Let's not discuss
I
that.
have to. I'm fighting this combo at some point this season. Oh my god.
Wait,
I
who has?
think.
Hang on. Who has Gallispod and Mola?
Oh wait, no, we don't. Oh my god, thank god.
No.
Nobody. Okay,
They
none
weren't
of
drafted
those.
together. They weren't drafted together.
None of the
Okay.
regen bros actually got this Pokemon.
Correct.
Nice.
The Regen Bros
Fantastic.
got Genesect or fucking Zabsol or both.
Amazing. Amazing, fantastic. All right,
Yeah.
good.
Alright.
Ugh.
Fucking Drampa. Now, I think Drampa is gonna be really mid.
This is a chill guy. He's just a chill guy, really.
Like, the 160 special attack is cool, but his typing just isn't there for it, I think. The
It's
most I
okay.
can the most I can see it do is dropping a crazy strong Draco and then leaving. But at the same time,
Yeah.
there are
Yeah.
Specs Draco uses that are like I feel like Latias, the bad one, and with a Specs is gonna be stronger than this thing.
Latias is not a bad one, first and foremost. It's a very good defensive Pokemon support.
Yeah, but I'm
etc.
talking about offensively, right?
Fine, okay. So I don't think this thing will be too good in singles. They did give this thing the ability Drizzle in the
Yeah.
pet mod.
As a
Which
drizzle
makes
setter,
sense.
it might have some things, and it's got like thunder somewhere in here. I think. Yeah, there it is.
That's kind of the thing. So in this thing's built for VGC stat line.
Yeah,
wise.
this thing might be really good as a trick room abuser.
Attacker. I don't think he'll be very good as the Drizzle user because if you want to be a Drizzle user, you have to compete with Pelipper with his Wide Guard and Tailwind.
Yeah, I say
And
I think
also
I think
Pink Kyogre.
yeah, I'd agree with that. I will say I can actually as much as I don't like this thing, I do think it'll probably be in UU just because of the rain. Like same with Pyroar, it'll be there just because it's a weather setter in a lower tier.
I'm not so sure about that because on its own, it doesn't take advantage of the rain that much. I still think, okay, if a person wants to run Rain OU, they will go for Pelipper because it has Default, U-turn, Roost, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This thing does not get Pivot Move, which means it has the same issue. What's the other rain Pokemon called again?
Politoed.
Politoed? Yeah, Politoed will phase. It doesn't get any pivot move, so it can't bring in its teammate.
Yeah.
So in UU, I don't know. I don't even think this thing will have to make its justification without the involvement of Drizzle because it's not that good of ability on it. And historically, UU has been struggling to have good rain sweepers because all the good ones have been funneled to OU.
I can see that.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah, so maybe I don't even think it'll be UU. I think it'll be RU. I don't really even see it being as good as Chimecho, to be fair.
No, I don't see it being better.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
Mega
I
Golurk
feel like
is
whatever
better.
tier it's in, it's gonna be mid in it. To be honest, unless we put it in like a really low tier, but like.
Yeah, I think RU is probably reasonable. It still has really strong attacks with Draco Meteor and Hyper Voice. But yeah, I don't know. I don't really know about this Pokemon. It can trade, but it can't trade that well. And it doesn't have
Yeah.
recovery either.
Yeah, does it? It has Roost though, doesn't it? Yeah, it has Roost.
Does it? Oh, it has Roost. Okay, that changes a few things.
Its
Okay,
defenses
RU,
are
I
also
think,
like okay.
Oh no, it's going to max out its HP,
Yeah.
right? That speed stat doesn't do anything for it. With Roost, that could change it a little bit. Okay, high RU then because of having recovery. That's a big deal. That's a big deal.
I want to put it there.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, Gator.
Yeah, sorry, Gator. I love you, but you're a toilet, so you suck.
Yeah. Gator. No. Higher.
You think it's gonna be better?
Yes, 100%.
Maybe.
It has the best
I think it'll
typing in the
depend.
game.
I think it'll depend on its mega activation stuff.
It won't have a gotcha to it. In Legends EA, it just equips the Mega Stone against hello. Yeah, no, just saying. Look at. Let's bring up the stat.
Yeah.
Bring up the stat. My favorite section of this particular video. Bring out the stat. What the fuck?
What the hell?
No. This thing. I genuinely think this thing might be even more broken than Zissing Crown pre-nerf.
Honestly, potentially. This thing is stupid.
Zissing Crown's faster. This thing has all the setup moves in the game. It has Combine, it has Shift Gear. With 95 speed, you can run your Shift Gear set has become so much better. You can viably run a double dance set with Draining Gears and a coverage of choice. And then how do you kill this thing?
That's the neat
Isn't
part.
that?
You don't. I mean,
Yeah.
just like with the typing alone, and the defenses aren't like the best ever, but they're more than passable, especially given it resists, 80% of types.
Yep.
Not to mention 2 immunities as well.
Yep.
Like,
Immunity to Toxic too.
yeah, good luck getting rid of this thing. And like its move pool is just fucking stupid. Shift Gear, Calm Mind, Agility, and all the fucking... Okay, let's just real quick go through this thing's special attack learn set, alright? So we will start with Aura Sphere, Flash Cannon, Floor Cannon, but then we'll also go over to Ice Beam, Power Gem, Energy Ball, Psychic, Volt Switch, Thunderbolt, Shadow Ball. It's also got fucking Spikes,
Focus Blast.
Focus Blast if you want to miss.
They get the priority move. Why not?
It's got fucking Steel Beam for fuck's sake. Like, what do you do against this thing?
Imagine if this thing has Magic Guard and just runs Steel Beam as his primary stab move now.
Yeah, this thing's just fucking stupid, man. Why did they make this Pokemon?
I don't love Meganium. That's a lie. I hate Meganium. It's such an unbalanced Pokemon from the get.
Yeah, this thing's just fucking stupid.
Yeah, no, sorry. I really commend Game Freak's ability to create at least one Anything Go Pokemon each generation, starting Generation 6.
At this point, I feel like it's intentional,
At this point, I feel like they have stopped trying to curb the power creep. They're just trying to have fun while they're doing it now.
Look, they're just at this point. I just think they're trolling. They don't give a fuck anymore.
Yeah. The good news is mythical Pokemons will never be legal in VGC, at least hopefully. If this thing ever becomes legal in VGC, we have a freaking problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. It will be more centralizing that Zacian Crown in that particular VGC, I think 2019, if I'm not mistaken.
What was that, sorry?
Yeah. So Zacian Crown, so in Sword and Shield era, because of COVID, only one World Championship was ever held. In that particular format, 2 restrictors were allowed. So Zacian Crown was on 95% of teams.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
It has no opportunity cost because it can't Dynamax, therefore it doesn't need to occupy a Dynamax slot. And it's an easy decision to just put on every team. In a similar fashion, if this thing is ever allowed, you just put on every team. You have to put on every team to be competitive.
Yeah. Thankfully, Meganium is a mythical, therefore they don't usually allow them, except for, special side events.
They usually do a format at the end of each generation where mythicals are allowed, but it's more of a joke format.
Exactly. So let's leave this thing to its joke format and not allow it in standard,
I hope they don't change that when they move on to Champion and they're like, oh, we're done with the generation system. Like, no, the heck you're not. Put this thing back in the Pokeball, please.
Yeah. Let it shrink back to its ball form, Leave me alone.
Pretty much. Okay.
Alright. We got Zeraora. Where do we actually think Zeraora will go? Zeraora is interesting.
I argue. Okay. So remember when we said Z-Megas have an amazing speed tier?
Yes. Yes, he's even faster. But also 157 attack, 147 special attack. Like, this thing's no slouch either.
Yeah, this thing's insane. It can now viably run both special and physical set. Its close combat really hurts. Which is a very good thing because most of the steel types available are either weak or at least neutral to fighting types. Only exception being Landers and Gliscor. So those might be the things that actually keep it balanced. But on the other hand, you now have special viability. You have Calm Mind to boost.
True, but it also doesn't get a very good special move pool. It's
correct, but if they ever allow Hidden Power back in the game, holy shit.
They're not going to bring it back, bro. They're not.
Hopefully not. This thing, I think, instantly top tier OU.
Oh, yeah,
because
for sure.
it defines its own speed tier.
I think putting it in between the two is correct, in my opinion.
Yeah, potentially. But also, yes, Mega Zeraora is the reason why Mega Raichu Y will never see play if that thing's allowed.
Yeah, that's true. You're right. Just moves it down to UBL.
Honestly, I hate doing that, but that's probably accurate. If Mega Zero Aura isn't banned from OU, then Mega Raichu I will never see play.
I could actually see it being banned though.
So can I.
Well,
Because I don't know. Yeah, no, actually, no, that's very much possible, yeah.
yeah, we'll leave him here for now only because he might get banned. If he's not banned, then Raichu goes down for sure though.
Yeah, it's a really difficult Pokemon to stop, and God forbid if you have some good water or ice type attacker to back it up.
Yeah. Thankfully, this man does not get Ice Punch. That's its only saving grace.
Yet.
If this thing got Ice Punch, it'd be Ubers instantly, right? But without it, like, don't get me wrong, CC, Play Rough, Blaze Kick, Plasma Fists, with, Bulk Up or Carmine or whatever you think else you need.
Yeah, quite annoying.
Yeah. Fucking stupid. Anyway, we got our little guy here. He's adorable, but I don't know what he does.
Okay, so this thing's gimmick is a move called No Retreat, which is an
Yeah.
Omni Boot. But it prevents you from switching out. They gave this thing the ability, I believe, Dauntless Shield, which is Zama's ability. Yeah, so it gains a defense boost one time per game.
I mean, that's
Upon
cool and all.
entry.
Does it get Body Press?
I'm pretty sure it does gain body press. Oh, it doesn't?
Um,
I mean, it doesn't really need body press. It can
it
still
does
run
get Body
twists.
Press. I know, I'm just saying,
Oh,
like, +2 Body Press might low-key be kind of fire.
Yeah, so this thing's entire viability, and you can see it coming miles away, is to click No Retreat when the timing is right
Yeah.
as you enter. Is that a viable playstyle? Yeah, I think so.
I don't
It also
think
has
it,
youth,
I don't
pretty
think it
sure.
will be an OU. I think UU.
No, definitely not OU. Sorry. Definitely not an OU.
I think that's
Definitely not
like
OU.
there. I think it's like there.
I was mistaken. It does not learn U-turn.
No.
It
It gets
does
like
not
first
learn a pivot
impression.
move. Yes, but like, who cares? Because this thing will be getting an Omni boost based off that 100 speed stat, so it will try to like be a fast sweeper.
Yeah. I think putting it there is good. I think it'll be very much similar to Barbaricle.
I don't even think it'll be UU.
You don't think it'll be UU? I think it'll be
No.
I think it'll be like on par with Barbaricle basically.
No, I
They-
think it's like a noob trap. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of my
Can you-
thoughts.
Can your team check this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you
I
check
guess.
it or can you play around it? If no, then you lose. If yes, then you're fine.
The reason being, right? So Barbaricle has Shell Smash, and that can take a speed tier to a point where Choice Scarfers can't reach. 100 base tier with Phalanx and +1. That is still within reach of a lot of good Choice Scarf users.
That's true,
Um,
yeah.
And its special defense is bad. Its special bolt is just straight up bad. Even with an Omni Boost cushioning it,
Yeah, 65
something-
65 is not holding that together.
yeah, like if you have something like, oh, I don't know, like Alakazam, for instance, a Magikarp Focus Sash Alakazam, or
Can we
something
acknowledge this
like
one guy holding the team together?
nice. Reminds me of my good projects back in uni.
I'm sorry,
just that
what?
guy. I'm sorry, if you haven't completed a group project all on your own in one single night at uni, have you even gone to uni?
No, of course not.
Yep. Oh god, I still hate those people until this day. Yep. But yeah, no, that special bulk is bad.
Yeah, it's not
It's
great.
just straight up bad.
Yeah.
So I don't think this thing will even be UU because it will not be able to compete with what is his name? Barnacle?
Barbaricle.
I'm gonna call it Habibi. Mega Habibi. As long as Mega Habibi exists in the tier, this thing will not see any play. It just outclasses it.
Yeah, I can
and
see
also
that.
this thing only gets to do that thing once per game. No retreat prevents you from switching. You do this once per game and then you're done.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And as a person who has been running Unburdened Sneasel all season, only having one opportunity to sweep the entire game is kind of scary. You have to get a lot of things right.
Yeah. I think putting it here is good. If it goes into RU, I feel like these two will be, especially Chimecho, but these two will be the checks to it.
Yeah, Chimecho can reasonably put a lot of pressure on this thing. Definitely.
Yeah, I think that's a good spot for it.
Yep, I'm happy with it.
Alright, next up is Scavillain. Now, I can't lie, I think this is another one that will go in F tier. So its current ability is contrary with its thing. Now, my issue is that it's shit. Like, okay, Overheat and fucking what's the grass one that it also does?
Leaf Storm.
Yeah, that's it. Overheat and Leaf Storm, they're great, you know, dual stab that both boost. Also got things like Sub, which, you know, all good things on paper, but one, its move pool is arse cheeks. You've got dual stab and Zen Headbutt and Crunch, I guess. Thank you. Oh, and Outrage, but what is that doing for you either? But even and Thunderfang, my apologies. But even without that, its offensive stats are good, but not crazy. Its defensive stats are all mid as fuck, and its speed is too slow to be anyone's giving a shit about you. If it keeps Chlorophyll from base form, maybe it'll have a chance as, like, you know, sub-nasty Overheat and Leaf Storm. But, like, even then, I think it'll be goofy and mid-tier. Thoughts?
Sorry, did I realize I muted myself? Okay. Go villain.
Did you hear everything I just said?
I did. Sorry, my mic's having some trouble. Going back to it. So the contrary. Okay, so if it retains contrary, I think it will be a pretty difficult Pokemon to stop in around RU.
I don't think so, because everything outspeeds it, and it doesn't have any bulk.
Yeah, but it hits really hard.
Sure, but it takes one kill, and then you outspeed it, and then kill it back with any Pokemon.
Yeah, true. So again,
Also, even in RU, we'll have like Chandelure, or hell, even our guy here, I feel like can do something, or Emboar. Like, I feel like there's, at least in our RU tier, there's like at least 3 other Megas that can all stop it. Maybe 4.
that's it. Yeah, I think it'll be NU if it's contrary in singles. In VGC, contrary wouldn't help it even one bit.
No.
If it's a chlorophyll sweeper, it's still a bit suspect because chlorophyll sweepers tend to have better tools than it does. So I don't think it gets sleep powder first and foremost.
I don't think so.
Or villain.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Okay, what does it get? It gets Rage Powder. Okay, so there are better chlorophyll Pokemon. Venusaur has Sleep Powder, and also it has Weatherball for that pseudo fire coverage. Hisuian Ligand gets Sleep Powder too, but also not Follow Me, but it has that move where it can target its own partner, and that partner will move immediately afterward. So it can be comboed with Torkoal to unleash Specs Eruption. There's also Jumpluff, which is actually quite tanky when invested with Cobra Cloak. It can run Sleep Powder, it can run Rage Powder, most importantly, and Tailwind. So this thing does not really have any edge over the other chlorophyll Pokemon, in my opinion.
It doesn't have any edge in Chlorophyll, and with Contrary, it's too slow and frail to make use of it. Because that's like with Superior, right? It's got the speed to back up the fact that if you let it, get a boost on you, it might outspeed and outrun your whole team. But this thing is base 75 with 65, 85, 85 defenses. Talonflame will 1v1 this thing, which says a lot, I think.
Yeah, for sure. And the biggest unfortunate part is that there are two there's 3 viable. Actually, no, hold on, let me rethink that. Okay. In unrestricted format, there'll be 2 viable Sunsetters. There will be Torkoal and there will be Mega Charizard Y. You're not competing with Mega Charizard Y in its placement because it's stronger, faster, everything. Torkoal will have better partners nowadays. You have Raging Bolt, you have Floette as Pokemon who take advantage of the sun. Like I said, the other Chlorophyll Sweepers too, it is not strong enough, it is not fast enough either. So yeah, unfortunately, no, I don't really see this thing being that good in VGC either.
Yeah. It probably will end up in like NU, but I'm putting it in Just Don't because I think Chlorophyll regular thing will be better in like NU or whatever tier it's fucking in.
I'm still okay if you put it in D or E. I think F is a bit too much because if it's contrary, then it can do something. It'll be able to overwhelm at least PU, in my opinion.
But that's the thing, right? To me, the F tier. How the fuck do you spell Scavillain?
Like Scovo, like SCO villain.
Whatever. Anyway, it's in ZU currently, and I can't lie, increasing its offensive stats by 30, I don't think is enough to make it go to NU at this point. Like,
Yeah, well, contrary will be the big thing. So just look at how good contrary superior is. I mean,
but that's what I'm saying. Contrary Superior is like 40 points faster, more actually. And it's just like that's what makes the difference in my opinion is that what if you let Superior boost on you even once, maybe twice, it can outspeed your team and kill you. That's not the case with Scavillain. It's too slow. It'll just get like okay, your Scavillain gets a kill. It's now a threat. 138 special attack with +2. That's threatening. And then you use any Pokemon that's faster than base 75, and it's with its shitty bulk, you just kill it.
Yeah, that's fair. Also not the best defensive typing either.
No, it's
Okay.
not.
Yeah, all right, all right. Put it where you want. I'm not willing to die on this particular hill.
That's fair. I'll die on a different hill, but not this hill.
Correct, correct.
Alright, Glamora. Glamora. I love Glamora's design.
So do I, but the question is it better than base Glamour?
Well, that's the thing, right? It won't be used in the same way. Glamora is usually used as a hazard lead with Mortal Spin. This will be used as more of an offensive piece. It's faster and stronger, and also bulkier. This is one of those things where it'll be used in a different role, but I can still see it being good.
Okay, counter argument. Open up the stat line for Nihilego.
Am I gonna be ratioed?
Yes, yes.
Okay, it's better than Nihilego.
It's better than Nihilego, but it's close enough. Even the speed here is so freaking close.
Fucking... I can't spell, man. Which is funny, because I spelled it correctly the first time, but then not the second time.
Yep.
It's apparently NatDex RU. So honestly, I think we just put this thing in RU2, because it's very similar.
Sure, why not? Nihilego,
I wanna put
just
it
having access to item is a boon over it.
That's true. I still think RU is pretty good for it, though.
I think it'll be better than Phalanx, because good rock type attacker, especially special ones, are kind of rare, and this thing does have Earth Power, which is really good coverage.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't think Nihilego gets Earth Power, does it?
I
That's
don't
its
think
main
so.
thing. It doesn't.
I don't think so.
Nihilego.
No.
Okay, I can't spell either apparently.
This thing's move pool is kind of ass. It doesn't, but yeah, it's kind of ass.
It doesn't Thunderbolt. Nice.
Which is odd, but yeah.
Well, it's Ultra Beast. They're all odd. That's
True.
the thing.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's like their whole point. It's like how all of their stats are fucking prime numbers. I kind of love that.
Yep. A potentially really scummy way to use Mega Glamora is like you could run Endure. Try to stay in pre-Mega form, take a hit, set up Toxic Spike, and then you Mega, and then you do your Mega things. It's just, I don't know.
I'm also realizing I can't put this thing in RU because normal thing is in like OU, right? Or UU?
What do you mean normal thing? Oh, Glamora.
Is it UU or OU? It's still OU, yeah.
Oh, you do.
Yeah, I guess... Am I going to have to put this thing in F tier?
No.
In OU, I can't imagine it being used. As a Mega, in OU, I can't imagine it being used.
Okay, this is gonna sound wrong, but I think it must go into UBL, if anything.
I think
Because
I think we've got to put it here as the most viable of the not as
F
good as
tier.
original.
Okay, fair enough. All right, let's leave it there then.
All right, now we've
It's a
got
weird
now we've
order
got
going.
sushi. What are your thoughts on sushi? You said you were mad about sushi.
Okay, I want to imagine a world where you have a Mega Tetsugiri on the field, and then you switch in your Dondozo, in VGC of course, and then your Dondozo just eat your Mega Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm really curious what they do about that. To be honest.
Yeah. I also want this thing, right, where Mega Tatsugiri can actually attack one of those inside Dondozo. I would like that to happen, please, because currently the whole point of Tatsugiri and Dondozo's strat in VGC is that you get a Mega Ray Boss in Dondozo, but because Tatsugiri is stuck inside the stomach, it cannot switch. You cannot switch into another Pokemon, and Tatsugiri can't do anything. Please make Mega Tatsugiri like a turret inside Dondozo.
That would be really fucking funny.
Yes. Okay.
Also, this thing's like Drizzle or Swift Swim or some bullshit, right?
Drizzle in the pet mod, I believe.
Tatsu. Yeah, it's Drizzle. So we've just got another Drizzler, and honestly, yeah, I feel like this thing just goes in RU with it, right?
No. This thing is automatically better than Drampa because it actually can take advantage of the rain being a water type itself. It also gets rapid spin.
Oh, I forgot it got
Yeah.
spin. Why the fuck does this thing get spin, bro?
Yeah. So utility wise, it's only a little bit worse than Pelipper because it doesn't have a pivot move, I believe. I don't think it lets flip turn. Tatsugiri. Where is Tatsugiri? Tatsugiri. Yeah, it learns Rapid Spin. Nasty Claws, Draco Meteor, Surf, Hydro Pump. It does not learn Flip Turn. But yeah, Drizzle, you have hazard removal, although you can't run boots, but you have hazard removal with this Pokemon, which automatically make it a better rain setter and rain abuser than Mega Drampa in my opinion. Yeah, I think Yu is not too far of a stretch.
Yeah, I feel like it's gonna fill a similar role to this is our I'm here to support other Pokemon mega role. These three right here.
Looks about right.
Yeah.
It also has a better speed stat in 92.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I can't lie, this thing's stats are definitely underwhelming for a mega.
definitely, but the typing and the suspected ability gives it a lot.
True.
Yeah, and please make it like Mega Commander, like just in VGC, please. I want to see this thing launch a Draco Meteor from inside Dondozo.
Alright, last Pokemon. We got our big boy, Baxcalibur.
Hello, it's Big Boy.
It's Big Man Blastoise. No. But fucking what is this shit, dude? You
It is Baxcalibur, but way stronger.
I say it's Baxcalibur, but with better stats. My
Yeah,
only
and can't run
complaint
boots.
is they should have not put it into special deck and put it into speed because they were already trying to make this thing as broken as possible. But like you know,
No,
you may
no,
as
that
well
was too broken. Too
go the
broken.
extra mile, right?
Too broken. Okay, this thing additionally got access to Ice Hammer, so it no longer has to deal around with Icicle Spear, which it can't if it chooses to Mega because it has to run Mega Stone. I saw a really funny calc. So this thing will OHKO your Slowbro.
What?
This thing will OHKO your Slowbro with Glaive Rush.
What?
Yes. It will OHKO your Slowbro with Glaive Rush. It will OHKO your Galarian Slowking, obviously, with Earthquake. Yeah, it has that Mamoswine style courage with Earthquake and your Ice move. It has Ice Shard still, so it can run both Swords Dance, or Dragon Dance. Both will work. And of course, it is its best amigo being Galarian Slowking with the Chilly Reception.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very strong Pokemon. I don't think OU will be able to handle it this time, even without Terra.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I think this thing goes to like our bottom of Ubers.
Yeah, I think it'll be kind of like a Mega Lucario in Gen 6 and 7 situation where it will just be too broken for OU, and it might have a minor niche in Uber, depending on if the strong Pokemon at the time are weak to its priority move. But yeah, this mon is ridiculous. I've seen some Soul Stand set running Earthquake, Glaive Rush, and Ice Shard. And Ice Shard and Glaive Rush actually has a synergy behind them because Glaive Rush makes you take double damage until you move next, and Ice Shard's a priority move. So you can rip a Glaive Rush and run Ice Shard next turn to eliminate
Dude,
the drawback.
what is this
of that move.
calc, dog? What is this calc?
Yeah, I told you this thing can 2-hit KO your Slowbro.
You said it could Oko, but like, yeah, with rocks it can.
Yeah. I was talking about neutral. Neutral backs Gallagher can 2-hit KO Slowbro.
Yeah.
And Oko Slowbro is potentially it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's yeah, okay.
Yep. Yep. Grey Tusk, the all-encompassing defensive check, will not be able to check this thing because it's weak to ice. I think Zama might be the best answer we have currently in the metagame,
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
even that is very suspect.
I mean, it just gets earthquaked. Surely, how much does earthquake do to this thing?
No. Base Zama is not a steel type, so it will be
Oh,
hit
yeah.
neutrally with ice
Okay,
and dragon
okay,
move.
to be fair, look at this fucking shit though. Glaive Rush still does like 2-hit KO it, even with +1. What the fuck is this calc, dog?
Yeah, correct. You can just you can rip a Glaive Rush pretty
Oh wait, this is
risk-free.
+2, not. I mean, even still, like that's
Okay, yeah, all right. Yeah, so Zama will be a good check to it.
yeah.
But yeah, this model's ridiculous.
Yeah, this thing is stupid.
Yep. Ice Hammer again being a very good addition to his move pool. Yep, they really cooked with some of these Mega Pokemon in the new DLC, not gonna lie. I'm just happy that for once a pseudo legendary got a Mega that is actually a straight upgrade. They just refuse to give a quote unquote strictly superior Mega to Garchomp for some reason, taking away his ground typing with Mega Z. And Dragonite, please let's not talk about Dragonite. I'm still mourning over the sound of Mega Dragonite being not quite all there. But yeah,
Okay.
that's the list in my opinion.
Yeah, this is our list.
Yeah, quite a few Uber say, eh?
Yeah, well, it happens, you know. And Zero Aura is also in contention, right? Like, fuck.
Yep. Yep. We might have more Ubers in this list than actual OUs.
I mean,
Which
yeah.
is insane.
Should we move Raichu down to UBL depending on metagame?
Let's leave it there for now.
Yeah.
Mega Zero Aura, there's a high chance Mega Zero Aura gets booted from the metagame. Yeah, that looks more balanced in my opinion.
Yeah. This is fucking ridiculous, man.
Hmm. Okay. All right. Are we done here?
Yeah, we're done here.
Fantastic. Okay, that's no effort at all. Easy.
Yeah. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe anyway out. I'll see you dudes next time for something. I don't know. Bye.
Bye bye.